trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit, and it was just awful.
I've turned chicken salad into chicken shit. I will continue to do so.
Making chicken salad out of chicken shit.
Make chicken salad out of chicken shit. People is as people does, that's all there is to it. But a square peg in a round hole just never seems to fit.
This is Bianca Belair.
Hey, this is Kevin Owens.
Hey, it's Seth freaking Rollins.
It is the man, Becky Lynch.
It's Rhea Ripley here, and you're listening to Wrestle Radio Australia.
Hello, everybody. Happy Good Friday. I don't know if you say Happy Good Friday, but Happy Good Friday. Hope you had a good, interesting, relaxing day off. So, I was obviously bored. That's why I've decided to do this little gimmick we've got here. A little bit of a different overlay for the show because, like I said, it's a watch along, and it's a different type of watch along. So it's not really your traditional. I guess it is an Aussie wrestling show, but it's not really an Aussie wrestling show. Because to be honest, I don't know if there were any Aussie wrestlers on the show. I know there were Aussie wrestlers on the tour, but just not on this pay-per-view. Apparently, I think. I don't know because the thing is, it's been. Yeah, Nate, there you go. Nathan Jones, Wild Angel. Hits us with the Nathan Jones. There you go. Do you know what the silly thing is, Wild Angel? I know he's an Australian wrestler. I don't count him as an Australian wrestler because I don't think he ever did an Australian wrestling, like an indie. Like he never did a PWA or oh, maybe he didn't. I don't know if he did an AWF. I'm not sure. I might we'll have to cage match him during the show, and we'll see what he's worked that wasn't been like a World Series Wrestling or no, yeah, maybe a World Series Wrestling or a WWE or a WWA show. So yeah, I stumbled on these. Like I reckon I'm pretty sure I went to one of these shows, the show that was in Adelaide for World Wrestling All Stars. In like 2001, I think off the top of my head, it was at like the Clipsal Powerhouse or something. I remember distinctly like slapping Hitman's hand when he came around the outside of the ring because he's the general manager for these shows. So I remember him doing that and pretty much did I think the same-ish promo on every show and then on this pay-per-view coming up. It was very much after the whole Owen thing, and he was still very, very angry with WWE at the time, and didn't at least on the house show, didn't sort of hide that during his promo. So that was interesting. Just saying, I'm sort of vamping for a little bit, so we'll get a couple of people in here. We've got like 7 or so in people, which is pretty good for a like 9:45 on a Good Friday night. I hope you had a good day off. I did bugger all, so I rested my aged back, which is great for me. So yeah, we'll get into the show. We'll talk about WWA and just have general chats and stuff like that. Is there anyone that's like that knows me to the show and wants to maybe jump on and say hi and watch along with me? Feel free. I've got room. I've got things made up on an overlay to pop people in. Jamie said he might pop in later if he's around, so we might see Jamie. Who knows? But that being said, let's get into it. Let's see if this all works. This is going to be interesting to see if this actually just works. Oh, will you look at that? I've shrunken down. According... Yes, and... That was his first interview. See, didn't do WWE before that? I'm sure that Mania was way before that time of. Well, maybe it wasn't. We'll have a look. We'll have a look during the show anyway, because we'll have time. It's like a 2-hour bloody show. Well, hour 56. So buckle in, guys. Well, see, no, his debut wasn't 2001 because this is 2002 because this show was in 2001. Oh, you mean in WWE, maybe? Wild Angel? Anyway, we'll have a look. So here we go. See, this was the big, not the big, but at least Andrew McManus's attempt at being a competitor to WWE before, at least by running international pay-per-views, because he started by doing the Australian tour, and then on later pay-per-views he did one in Scotland, I think, and he did one in Las Vegas. He did one in Las Vegas, and then one in Scotland was, I think, the last ones that they did. So, and if this goes well, we might actually watch all the pay-per-views sort of like in chronological order over the next couple of weeks. So we'll see how this goes. Anyway, let me know how it is for sound and stuff, because like I can't hear what you guys are hearing at home. So here we go.
Another slap in the face. I know this time of the year as a revolution. Still I fall out of place. Open your mind to the change of evolution. Another slap in the face. I know this time of the year as a revolution. Still I fall out of place. Open your mind to the change of evolution.
Volume is good. I'm listening on my laptop.
Bret the Hitman Hart as we are off and running for WWA The Inception. Jeremy Borash, along with Jerry the King Lawler, and we are here at ringside. And King, the reception for the Hitman Bret Hart, the WWA Commissioner, absolutely incredible. As we kick off WWA's The Inception with a message from the very own Commissioner, the Commissioner who has flown all the way from Calgary, Alberta, Canada to be here tonight.
Well, I gotta admit, I haven't always seen eye to eye with Bret the Hitman Hart. He and I have had our...
I think at least in his first tour, Jeremy Borash actually booked the tour. So, which is interesting because he's one of the bookers of AAA now, is the Undertaker.
Only took me 23 years to get here.
Oh, wow.
Well, we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. I just want to say a few quick things. First, I want to apologize that I didn't know what I missed all these years coming down here to Australia.
This is his first time in a ring in Australia on television for this pay-per-view.
I like to think I saved the best for last.
There you go. I think he'll be coming back.
It was almost 1 year ago to the day that I got turfed by the WCW.
Uh-oh. Bad memories.
So for the past year, I stuck to my word when I promised myself that I'd take a full year off and not do anything, not even watch wrestling.
Terribly overdubbed, like, crowd noise.
And it's been a lot of fun being away from it, but I'm back. I'm happy to be part of the WWA. I want everybody to know, a few weeks ago, I came down here to do a little promotional work for the WWA, and one of the last sort of great memories I had when I was here was doing the Rove show.
Rove McManus, rumored to be here tonight.
The Rove.
And then from there, I went to my hotel, and I found out about the World Trade Towers being bombed.
Wow.
And I kind of got stuck here in Australia. I couldn't get out of the country.
I don't know about the commentary, but definitely the crowd noise is terrible.
I just want to say that
you got the commentators sitting there.
It was a tough time, I think, for me and everybody. At least
The funniest thing about it is I read something. Where did I read it?
But it meant a lot to me.
The show was taped
find the kindness
in October.
From all the people
and shown live on pay-per-view here in
Australia
Australia in October.
I'll never forget
but
how
then
good
it
the people were here.
wasn't shown in America until like January the next year.
Bret Hart means what he says. A very tough time.
Which is so weird when you think about it.
I want everybody to know
We
I'm
have
not going to be a total
joiner.
commissioner.
Hang on, let me
That
set
had a
this
lot
up.
to do with the matches and how they come out and the people.
I'm
back
getting
there
you in,
the
mate.
dressing
Just hang
room,
on a
they got
second.
A lot of heart. For whoever wins this championship belt tonight.
Boom.
You looked a little lonely there watching WWA by yourself, mate. I thought I'd come.
I'm in a small
The way I
corner.
recall things,
I'm in a small corner.
when I was in the WWF,
Just hear how badly dubbed this crowd noise is.
I recall that too.
It's so bad. Like
All the
crowd-
boos with no open
I was the
mouths.
world champion
Yeah.
there.
That he
You
was.
can literally see the crowd making no noise.
And there's not
Yeah.
one single wrestler in that damn company that ever beat me either.
Not how I remember it.
And then there's the WCW. Last thing I remember, literally, is that I was the world champion there and nobody ever beat me for that title either.
I was waiting for Bill Goldberg.
Me too. Me too. I thought we were getting a shot at Bill.
So I look at myself, I look at Goldberg, I look at The Rock, I look at Stone Cold Steve Austin, Chris Benoit, and even that piece of shit Vince McMahon.
Whoa! Hang on a minute now.
Well, you had that right back then.
Yep.
Not one of them's got anything over me because nobody ever beat me. So in a lot of ways, I look at this belt and the winner of the
Huge
tonight
crowd,
puts
like,
his
I think it was
name
like 8,000
engraved
here
on
for
this
it.
here belt right here.
Really, it's packed out.
Is basically going to be taking my belt
Let me see.
and it'll be his. So I'm going to pass the torch tonight. And it's nice to be part of a company, the WWA,
I mean,
a
it was
wrestling
shitty song, but
company
it's stuck in
that's
my
got a
head
little
now.
bit of integrity.
Wow. How about that? Coming from the man, the hitman.
So I think it's
Well,
time to
Angel,
let the
you're right.
matches
Australia
start.
does love international shows,
yeah.
but like this
Let the
is
fun
a
begin.
wild amount of people.
Because you Australian fans deserve the best there
Well, what
is,
really,
I
when
guess
you
it's
think
best
about
there
it,
was,
we
Closer
were
to
starved for
best
it
there
back
will be.
then.
Thank you very much.
We were absolutely starved of international tours. Back like late 90s, early 2000s, starved of it.
It's the hottest wrestling's ever been. No one's coming
Jeremy,
to
he's not gonna be one of
Australia.
these token commissioners, just like he said. I'm telling you, when Bret Hart speaks, people will listen. He's going to be a tough commissioner.
He really is going to be a tough commissioner, and certainly King. As we take a look at how Bret
So
the
funny
Hitman
when I,
Hart
like,
is going to be
I
awarding that
scrolled
belt
through
tonight, he's calling this tournament
roster,
7 Deadly Sins. 7 matches to
and
crown
it's
a brand
literally
new
like
WWA
just
World
WCW's
Heavyweight
roster.
Champion, and certainly he's going to make people go through
Like
extra
literally
mileage to earn
everyone,
that belt.
basically
Every single
everyone
match
from
you see
WCW.
tonight will have a stipulation
And Road Dogg.
with the world title tonight being crowned.
And Road Dogg. I don't like the
inside
bring
Yeah.
back Hulk
15-foot
Hogan
high
sign.
steel cage.
And don't tell him all the stipulations yet. Just
Well,
let
this
it
was again
unfold. It's going to be
2001.
unbelievable. You already, I guess, sort of tipped your hand on that first stipulation, but it's going to be a fantastic night of action.
Absolutely, and of course, King, as we've traveled here from the States to be here in Australia, the fan reception has been so welcoming. Everybody's been so warm and certainly welcoming the wrestlers from all over the world that have been here or have come here tonight to wrestle for you, and we certainly have a great lineup. We've got an incredible hardcore match tonight. It's going to be former WCW.
I'm in a Norman Smiley mood at the moment.
Former WCW Hardcore Champion. This one could go all over the stands. Devon Storm one-on-one.
He's
with
been
the
popping up
Screamin'
for
One,
me
Norman
lately, and
Smiley.
every time I see him, he just nails it.
I can't wait for that match.
Absolutely.
Yeah, how is this,
And
right?
then
I think I
it's
mentioned
going
it
to
before
take
you
place
jumped
tonight
on.
as well.
This was recorded on October 26, 2001, and it was live on pay-per-view in Australia through like main event.
With the Vampire
But then
Warrior.
it didn't go on American pay-per-view until January 6, 2002.
Wow.
So they waited like 3 or 4 months before even doing it.
Dog versus dog, collar
This is an
match,
insane
hardcore
card.
rules apply. And That is
It was a
your
big,
first
like a
round
really big
match
card.
as
8,500
well.
people
One other
were at the
first
show.
round match. It's going to be Australian native from Sydney, Australia, representing this great country in this world title tournament. Nathan Jones, one-on-one with the chosen one, Jeff.
He
Jarrett.
does look like a shaved
Nathan
gorilla.
Jones is unbelievable. 7 feet tall. He's got muscles in places you and I don't even have places. He is going to be very
I don't think
impressive.
so. I think
Jeff
he
Jarrett
lives
got
up
his handle.
near,
He may be the one that's chosen
like,
to
the
get
Wide Bay
eliminated
area.
first tonight.
Because
Plus the
Anthony
battle
always
royal
tried
in
to
the
get him
first
over
round
for
with the
Wide
winner
Bay shows.
advancing.
Why? I
All
have no
part of
idea.
7 deadly games, the
I
world
did
title
go to
tournament,
a
as we crown a brand
UPW
new
show that he was
WWA
scheduled
World
to appear
Heavyweight
on that
Champion.
he
Are you
didn't
ready to
show
go
up
to the
at.
ring? Have I got to go to the ring? Not
He
you.
was at a
Our cruiserweight ladder match is about to begin.
Supernova.
Let's take it down to
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever
ringside
told you this
for the
story.
introductions.
We did, because Supernova is just like, there's really, it's not canon, there's no, so we used to just mess around and do stuff, and like, the guy that played Del Torino also played, his name was Bulldog McKenzie, when he took the mask off. And him and I were like, he was like one of my groomsmen, he was like one of my best mates. And he was like, hey Toddy, how about you manage me for this match? And we're at Supernova, so I went dressed as Bane. And I just managed him as Bane. Anyway,
Comic book
he's
Bane or Dark Knight Rises Bane?
We never thought we'd see
Dark
the
Knight
Juice back
Rises
here in
Bane.
Australia.
Hell yeah.
Certainly after what happened
So,
in Brisbane about a year ago.
and I nearly said he's shooting him.
Sorry, I'll just
Bulldog.
pause. Did they just reference Hoovy getting sprayed down with the police fire hose?
Probably.
You better get used to climbing that ladder.
Sorry to interrupt you there.
No, you're all good.
Somebody's going to have to
So
climb the
we're having this
all
match,
the way up
and
until they can
Dark
reach that
Bulldog is one of the, like,
Cruiserweight Championship
he's got one of the quickest wits and just runs his mouth at 1,000,000 miles an hour as well, right?
Title is on the line in this.
So they're having this match, he grabs the guy, snapmares him, puts him in a chin lock, and sees Nathan Jones sitting over, like, doing a signing.
Yeah.
And yells out, hey Nathan, this is my WrestleMania moment, you loser.
These two have been in the ring so many
With a
times,
chin
but
lock.
certainly never disappoint. We
Pops
can
me.
honestly say two of
Anyway,
the best,
I've got
if
my,
not the
I'm
best
just watching the
luchadors
match,
in
I'm
the
like,
world. Kicking things
and
off
I just
here
feel
at
this
WWA
mammoth hand
The Inception, our
land
very
on my
first
shoulder.
inaugural pay-per-view. Now, let's
To
see,
which
does the
I
Juice-
turned,
does
looked,
the Juice have something to
and
say?
it was a legitimate shriek as I ran away.
Finally.
Because Nathan had stopped.
Australia.
Nathan stopped his signing to walk around just to confront Bulldog.
Unreal.
Special night.
He did
Yeah,
nothing,
that's
but then
pro
we talked to
wrestling.
him. We talked to him like after the match, and it's one of those things where you look in his eyes, and there's nothing there. You're like, that guy might snap at any time, and there's nothing we could do about this.
Come on,
Now,
Jeremy.
if he chooses to kick your head off, it's coming off.
Yeah, that
What are you,
dude
not a Juice
was
fan?
massive.
You're gonna have the best wrestling Australia.
A baby
ever had.
brother.
Because
Perfect in
this is
every
WWA,
way.
And the Juice is in the house, and the Juice is gonna kick some ass.
Whoa.
And his opponents. Weighing in at 185
It's got to be hard to be
from
like
Mexico City,
to
Mexico.
be Mexican, have an accent, and also have a lisp,
A former WCW Cruiserweight champion in his own
Yep.
right.
and then cut promos.
Yeah, in a country where they have a different accent as well. They have enough trouble understanding Americans.
Dangerous matches in the wrestling industry.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. This guy's
This is honestly a match that would have been 1,000 times better.
I mean,
Hoover versus Psychosis? Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
to win a match. He'll do
It
absolutely
would have been
anything.
1,000 times better though if they all still had their masks.
No
Oh,
demand.
true.
Look out. Look at this.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely, and certainly, you want to talk about a strong history in the wrestling business. Psychosis moving to Guerrera in our opening contest here at WWA.
Him and
Not to pull
Rey
the
Mysterio,
attention.
I think.
Australia. I love
Not to pull the attention
I
from
love
WWE
Australia.
for a second, but
What
we
a
did
phenomenal
get a match
country, and
announcement
certainly we are
that
so
you
happy to be
whispered to
bringing
me
pay-per-view
was happening last
right
night
here
down
from
at
Sydney at the
OPW.
Superdome.
Getting
Into your
Jarvis
homes.
versus Mitch Ryder for anyone who hasn't
And
seen
we
that.
have the bell for the opening
I was
contest. Moving to Guerrero,
messaging
175
Mitch, and he's
from Mexico
going to
City
do a
now, out
good
of
job,
San
but he's going to
Diego,
stay in his
California.
lane. He's not going to bother trying to out wrestle Shanky and
Four-time
Parker
WWA
Bordeaux.
Cruiserweight champion.
Smart
Psychosis
move.
Yeah,
has held that
smart
belt
move.
as well.
once in a lifetime
The
for sure.
international cruiserweight title is hanging above the ring. And
Yeah,
Joe
Wild
Jones,
Angel
the
pointing
Juice.
out the Psychosis
Psychosis meets him
super
in the middle
crazy
of the ring.
outfit going on.
Unbelievable spinning
don't know if you noticed that, but that had like United States on the belt.
And Psychosis spills to the outside.
I don't know what belt that is.
In a country that's not the US with two competitors that aren't from the US.
Yeah.
We are live from the Sydney Superdome in Sydney, Australia. Now goes the ladder. Oh my God.
Jesus.
On Psychosis. That did it. He's out like a light. Object of the match is to set the ladder in the ring.
Now again, obviously I haven't seen this. Are there any straight singles matches on this?
I didn't look. I don't think it is though. I think every one of these matches is a stip.
They went through a bunch of matches and all of them had a weird stip. You know,
Yeah,
ladder
because it
match,
was like the-
took it off, and then
Because this was like a tournament. Yeah, this show was like basically a tournament show for the title, and they called it the 7 Deadly Sins tournament.
Oh yeah.
So every match had a stip.
It's a good gimmick.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be an exhausting thing to put together. 7 stip matches in a row.
Absolutely, King. Certainly.
yeah.
Moving to
I'm going to
Guerrera
be begging
and
for a
Psychosis.
snapmare by the end
Have
of
been in
this.
the ring with each other many times, but never like this before. Unbelievable. Oh my God. Psychosis takes the brunt of that.
I would love to know what it actually sounded like without the crowd noise dubbed in.
And certainly, Psychosis and Juventud Guerrera have something to show
And
the
if we
fans
keep
of
doing this on
Australia.
other shows, I wonder if they keep up
What do
the
we have
dub.
here?
Yeah, it'd be
Putting
interesting.
the ladder on the top rope.
I think Psychosis has been busted there. I see some
It's
blood.
a little bit
geez.
echoey in the
Psychosis has
comms.
been
I
busted open.
wonder
What
if
do
the
you expect?
comms
Getting
were
hit
out
in the
over
head
the
with a ladder
speakers.
about 4 or 5 times.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Which would make
Jews
sense
working on
why
that cut,
they
putting the boots
wanted to dub it,
to
because otherwise the
Psychosis.
audio would sound atrocious.
Yeah. I know they didn't do it on the house shows.
Whoa, look at this.
Unbelievable by Juventud Guerrera.
Then he goes up
Because
Psychosis.
like I said before, I'm
Spinning
pretty
sunset
sure I
flipping
went
down.
to one of these house shows in
Oh,
Adelaide.
he's going for a pinfall. Nobody's going to win the match that way. Look out.
Oh,
Only because I
Juventud
remember
right
Bret.
down on that ladder.
Because
Yeah.
Bret was the commissioner for the first season and then
And
wasn't back
Psychosis,
for the
while
next.
busted open, certainly going to work on the juice.
I think I'd be
Yeah,
going
once
after
all the
belt.
paychecks come out of the account and you're looking at
Certainly that
organising the
international
second one.
cruiserweight title on the line in this contest. As we have traveled this great nation, we have been in Wollongong, we
He
have been
doesn't
all
say
over
the
Perth,
actual show.
Melbourne
he just
tomorrow
says, I
night,
wonder if-
certainly.
As we've
Right
travelled
across the
this
top
great
rope.
nation, we were in
It's Juventud
Wollongong.
Guerrera. Psychosis now climbing that ladder.
What's he going to do?
With the cruiserweight title hanging above. He's way
All
too far
respect
away
to
from the
Wollongong.
title. High risk maneuver coming up from Psychosis. Look out! Oh man!
From Wollongong to Sydney, we've travelled this great wide land.
This great wide
Ladder
country.
down on Psychosis, down rather on Juventud Guerrera, and both men in this opening contest are feeling the effects of that ladder. Here we go.
That move took a lot out of not only Juventud, but Psychosis as
One
well.
way, like, because in
He's able to get there,
Wikipedia,
get that-
this promotion
title.
is listed as being
And this
from
could do it.
Brisbane.
Psychosis now is going to make a beeline for that
just-
ladder. Here we go.
In
don't know
what
why.
way?
That ladder must be positioned right for Psychosis to climb to the very top.
He's there. He's got it. Reach up. Get it.
Look at the juice now. Hang on. The juice on the outside.
Look out.
Psychosis.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
God, these two could work.
Psychosis
in,
drop kicking the ladder. Or rather, Juventud drop
one of
kicking
the
that ladder.
posts,
Psychosis then clothesline by the
like
top
advertising
rope,
us doing this
almost
watch along,
getting his hands on
said
that
apparently the
international
barriers
cruiserweight title.
now are owned by Rock and Roll Wrestling.
There you
On
go.
this tour.
And referee Fozzy Young has nothing to do
Yeah,
but
Wild
watch
Angels
as
nailed
these
it.
two
I've been all over
do everything
Queensland,
they
from
can to get
Chermside
the
to
top of that
Fortitude
ladder and
Valley.
grab that international cruiserweight title.
You're right. Oh, look at that face.
Look at Psychosis.
So never
Moving
forget,
on the
CNN
second step
thought
now.
Queensland was in
Making his way to number
Tasmania.
3.
Yeah, watch your back. You got to have your opponent pretty much incapacitated before you make it up that ladder, or even attempt to make it up that ladder.
Absolutely. You have to have your opponent where you want him before you even decide, before you commit.
What's who be doing?
To climb that ladder.
So
There is
Andrew
the second ladder on the
McManus
outside of
also
the ring.
made an
And the
MMA
juice.
promotion.
Now look at the marks on his rib cage.
Unbelievable. The Juice has decided to bring
Called
yet
Impact
another ladder
FC.
into the ring.
2 ladders?
Well, I know he was like a big, like a tour. He's a big tour
Kick by
guy
Psychosis.
for musical
Down goes
tours.
Hoovy.
I'm telling you, ladders are unlucky.
Yeah, they did the Inception tour in Adelaide in
And thrown
so
back in now
before the
is
pay-per-view.
Juventud Guerrera by Psychosis.
They did like 4
And our
shows and
opening
then the
contest
pay-per-view
here at
and then one more show.
WWA The Inception, our first match.
Do you know what the funniest thing
Down
is?
on the juice. Oh, man.
I'm just looking quickly before I say it.
And these two are relentless.
They never had a show in Brisbane.
Absolutely relentless in this opening
That's
contest.
crazy.
Both
How is
know
it
what's at
from
stake here,
Brisbane?
King.
I told you, these guys
It
can't
was
stand each other.
founded in Brisbane, apparently, with the headquarters
It'd be
in
more like
Brisbane.
they were cremated
What's
together.
going
I love
on?
this kind of match.
Wollongong, like
Into the ropes,
known as a
goes
suburb of
reversal.
Brisbane.
Psychosis into the corner. Man. Right into that
Yeah.
ladder. And the
Perth,
Juice
Adelaide,
seizing the
Canberra,
opportunity,
Wollongong,
positions the
Sydney,
ladder.
Belfast, Birmingham,
And
London,
is positioning it in the
Manchester,
corner. What do we
Glasgow,
have here?
Newcastle, Cardiff,
Watch this,
Las
put some more
Vegas,
damage on
Sydney,
Psychosis,
Perth, Melbourne,
obviously.
Melbourne, Dublin,
Psychosis
Birmingham,
now
London,
down,
Brighton,
Juventud climbing to the
Newcastle,
top. What
England,
in the world
Glasgow,
does the Juice have in store for
Manchester,
Psychosis?
Belfast, Zurich.
Or the fans here
It
in
looks
Sydney.
like Andrew McManus
Oh
Presents
my!
was
to
run
the very
out of
top
Brisbane.
of that ladder is the Juice.
Grab the belt as you go by.
Air Ruby down
Oh shit!
and catches some bloody Psychosis.
Mamma mia!
Comes down right
Now
Oi.
you know why referees hold the hold the bladders.
Great. I love it.
Ay, ay, ay.
There's got to be
Beautiful.
nothing worse than going to jumping off that and it just goes out from under
Get the
you.
belt.
Absolutely. At this point, Psychosis seizing the opportunity. He's on the second step, the third step, making his way to the very top.
I'm interested in what matches I saw now on that card.
Juventud is on step number 2.
See, now I'm also looking at this
Both men climbing their way,
Impact Fighting
almost there,
Championship
almost
that
have
happened
the
in
cruiserweight belt
2010,
in their grasp.
Yeah.
where Josh Barnett
Got a
won
slug of
the
it
main
out
event of the
top the
first
10-foot
show.
ladder. Oh,
Trading right hands into the
Who
top
did?
of the ladder. Goes Psychosis.
Josh Barnett.
Oh, Josh Barnett.
And what possibly does Juventud have in
Okay.
store?
no way.
Look at how high they
So
are.
apparently, because I don't even
Look at
remember
the
this show,
elevation. What are they doing? Powerbomb.
I saw
That did it.
Buff versus Jeff, Jarrett, Nathan Jones versus Disco Inferno,
Powerbomb.
Jerry Lawler
Psychosis
versus Stevie
into
Ray,
the top of that ladder.
Adara James and Danny Dominion versus Gangrel and Luna Vachon,
He
Road
didn't even
Dogg
need to do it.
Conan,
Psychosis is out, I can assure you.
Norman Smiley
Juventud
Crowbar,
down to
and
the
Juventud
corner,
and
to
Psychosis
the top
tagging against Lenny and
What are we
Lodi.
going to see here from the Juice?
He's gonna fly.
Insane.
So I was one of 3,500 people there.
Yeah, don't bother pinning him.
Here we go.
You
the
think
Juice
though,
positioning
3,500
that ladder
people
after
for a
the
house
450
show?
Splash.
Oh,
What did
insanity.
Psychosis do? Trying to get up. The Juice is to the
For
very top.
a new promotion.
And it's just a matter of feet before the Juice grabs
I mean, a
the
new
International
promotion, but with
Cruiserweight
big
title.
names.
And
Yeah,
he has
yeah.
it in his grasp.
It's basically WCW Light.
Yeah.
If they show the title properly, have a look what it says on it. Because I don't even think it says anything to do with the cruiserweight on it.
Damn this
These
belt.
guys will never look at a ladder the same way again the rest of their lives.
Unbelievable opening contest.
The shortest ladder
Both
matches
men
I've seen
giving
in a
their all.
while.
Juventud Guerrera and Psychosis.
I guess they got
Ruby
plenty of
takes the
skips to
belt,
get to.
obviously stunned, obviously hurt. And it looks like, King, if you get a look, see those ribs?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't doubt if you didn't have a cracked rib or two in there.
Juventud Guerrera now has to continue in the World Title Tournament and will go on against the winner of our next contest.
I told you.
So Hoovy wins the belt and he's still in the
Obviously, those
tournament.
ribs busted open.
Yep.
There is.
He can't even hold the championship belt.
That's
Just like
WCW.
the Hitman Hart, he's
Very
come up with
WCW,
a
please, isn't it?
devious
That's very
plan of
WCW.
Attack tonight. These matches, it's not going to be easy on anybody to advance. Even if you win, you're in a world of hurt.
That's the kind of commissioner Bret Hart is.
I
He
think
has
I've
won that
accidentally
belt so many
spoiled myself
times.
for a couple
He
of
has
things
been
that are going
world
to happen on this show,
champion. He
and
has
oh
sat
my
in that seat.
god.
He has rode first
Don't
class
do
those
that.
airplanes
No,
as
no,
the
no.
world
It's
champion.
fine. I spoiled
It
myself for
certainly feels if he's
WWA The
gonna crown a world
Revolution.
champion, if this belt is going to have his name next to it, he is going to make sure that it is a fighting champion and a champion worthy of being called champion here in the World Wrestling All-Stars organization.
Well,
You-
I'm telling
do you want me to tell you what I've got written down that happens at that show?
That match.
No, because we might watch it.
If you
It's
look at this great crowd
the most
here at the Sydney
crazy
SuperDome,
sentences I've ever read in my
and the
life.
lovely
Then that-
Starrettes
then
King.
don't
Did
do
even
it. I
got
want-
mention the girls. That's good.
Oh my
We'll
God.
probably watch it in like a couple of weeks.
That one that just
Yeah,
put her leg
that's-
up over her head. Woo!
I like that one.
It's
on second
seriously
thought,
like
I'll take her.
they did a general manager mode on a WWE game and hit random.
Oh, the Starrettes.
The lovely Starrettes and King, certainly our opening contest here at WWA The Inception. The Juice victorious. He's going to go on if he can.
Would you quit talking?
No Jeff here tonight, Andy.
Oh, baby.
They should have called themselves the Glycerin Girls.
Yeah.
The Glycerin Ladies.
Puppies that love to be petted, like to play with each other. They play with each other. Look at that. Oh.
I can hear
Jerry
Jerry
Lawler.
heart attack.
Yeah, it's good to see he didn't change the gimmick at all.
Wrestling All-Stars, some lovely, lovely ladies. Oh, yes, indeed. And they are going to be with us throughout the course of this pay-per-view here live from Sydney at the Sydney SuperDome. A great crowd on hand and certainly a lot of fanfare, a lot of... Wait a minute, we have a limo pulling up.
Do you have a towel? I'd like the towel off. Hey, who's this? Wait a minute!
Rove McManus and Nathan Jones, the 7-footer, the front row. Who will be...
That's a good touch.
Lenny, is that Rove a poofta? Modi, I don't know. He sure has no sense for fashion.
Lenny and Lodi are here.
Poofta.
A poofta.
Since I've been in this country, I've been getting mobbed, all right? I need some security. Here's my credit card. I need you to go hire me 2 suits. I need 2 suits. Fast, let's go. Come on,
Okay. Our next contest is scheduled for one fall and is a dog collar match.
Uh-oh. A dog collar match. Oh, boy.
About to make his way to the ring from Miami, weighing in at 200.
So let's redesign this thing. Okay, well, just use the Nitro gimmick. Just,
Like,
you know the
straight
Nitro.
up.
Have you seen the Nitro PlayStation game? Yeah, just do that.
Conan is several-time world champion in Mexico, has been to the dance, and certainly
Wish they had dog collar matches in
has
that game.
showed
Well, yeah,
so
let's
many
have one of
fans
them.
around the world, and has done such a good job with his many rap albums, is wrestling all over the world. And
That's
he's
I've
here
been told
tonight
about
in
a
Sydney.
game
Dog
that you can
collar
play
matchup.
if you watch old WCW. Anytime the NWO are out and Hogan is there, is to just watch Conan push his way past people to be standing next to Hogan.
Oh, really?
Because he knows that that's where the camera is going to be pointed.
Camera's going to be. Yeah. I remember Scott used to always stand behind him.
Yep.
All the fans know, absolutely.
You speak Spanish?
And his opponent. Weighing in at 235 pounds, he is the Road Dogg, Jesse James.
There he is! Oh!
Pyro and all.
That's one thing you want, like, you can't really doubt them on their production.
The production's on.
Yeah.
I do like that because pretty much everyone is a name, they give them all the mic on the way out.
Well, think about it. Both of these guys' gimmicks were that.
He absolutely was. He is the Road Dogg here in the WWA.
They didn't give it to Psychosis, so I mean, not everyone got
But
one.
he's the... They gave it to Hoopy.
From the fans here at the
Yeah,
Sydney
but
SuperDome.
Hoopy is the Jus, and the Jus is under Luz.
Cut the music. Sydney, Australia. Welcome to the Dog House.
Oh, yeah.
I swear to God, I just heard the thing kick in.
Yeah.
They did
The
like
audio
a quick
track
speed up.
for the
Yes.
Dog collar match, folks. Both men.
Ladies and gentlemen, the WWA boys and girls, children of all ages, the WWA proudly presents to you its Mexican heavyweight champion of the world, the K-Dog.
Ah, come on.
Wait a minute.
That must be the AAA belt.
Road Dogg. The other 3 members of DX are gainfully
Maybe?
employed.
Or what was the one that they did? That Azteca.
WWF had 2 words for ya. Suck it.
What was the promotion
Hang
that
on. That's
didn't
not
Conan
exactly
do like
true.
an
Wait a minute.
Azteca
Left
promotion?
hand, and a left hand, and a third by
Was
the
that
Road
around
Dogg.
this
A little
time, or
shucking
was that
and a little
earlier?
jiving. Conan meets
No,
him with the belt.
it was earlier.
Dog collar match, King,
But it
certainly,
was during
as
the
but he
these two
would've still
will
had the
WCW
belt.
days.
will come into play.
Yeah.
Both men attached to each other. Dog versus dog.
Man, oh,
Because it
man.
didn't look like the
This is
AAA
going to be a
belt.
war.
Road Dogg certainly Experienced veteran, a member of the Armstrong family, one of the greatest wrestling families ever. Conan, as well, has... look at this. Man, look at the way he is
That is
hanging
a
the
long
Road Dogg
ass
in
chain.
this dog collar match. Nothing Slick Johnson can do but make the pinfall count in this matchup.
They even brought Slick out. That is everyone WCW.
All of these men tonight, whoa, came here with one thing in mind, and that was leaving Sydney.
Hey, Locke.
Did he just take the dog collar off?
That's why there's so much fight and animosity.
Yeah, I
in
think he
these
did.
guys.
Rolling Thunder
Just himself.
and down goes Road Dogg.
Yeah, it is.
If any one of these guys loses their opening round matches,
See, referee's
that's it.
admonishing him
There
now,
goes
putting him
their
back
chance
on.
to be the champion.
This is a single elimination. Wait a minute. Road Dogg now putting the dog collar back
I
on.
don't think
at
he'd
the
been able to
request
do
of
that
Slick
rolling
Johnson.
clothesline with it on.
That's true.
Putting the boots now to
So
the
just
Road
take it
Dogg.
off and then put it on later.
Yeah.
Is it back
And
on
he's
or is it just
tapping
in
the
his pocket?
post.
Yeah,
If
it's
he
back
makes
on.
it to the
It's
fourth,
back on.
that's going to do it.
The ref made him put it back on.
Right between the legs is
And I
that
suppose
chain.
unless it's on, you can't go and touch all the
Conan maybe-
turnbuckles, so you couldn't
maybe
win
singing
anyway.
in the new
That's
section
true.
of the choir after this one, a second one. If he can make it to 4. Oh, there it is again. Oh, right between the legs of the Road Dogg. Into the turnbuckle now. A third time.
What's your feeling on the touch the turnbuckles?
Why you just call it like it is? The crown jewels, the bag of tricks.
Well, you are the king.
Look, I
suppose
don't
should
mind
call
it,
the
but
crown jewels in your presence.
the finisher is always massively played
The
out.
plumbing, anything.
Yeah.
But right
It's always that one where the guy's carrying it around and touching it, and then the other dude touches it after him, like Eddie and
The Mexican
JBL.
heavyweight champion Conan.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going the other way now. This could work. 2.
Referee Slick Johnson makes the official call.
Watch it. No!
Conan quick to interrupt that attempt. And now has taken out.
Conan keep...
What does he have here? Wait a minute. Referee is now. Oh, referee
Hey, ref.
is distracted as Conan.
How the
I understand that, but... you
Seriously,
need to check
how
out
is he
what
able to do all
Conan's
the stuff he
doing
did
over
with
there.
that crowbar in
Conan
his
has
fucking
apparently
pants?
hidden some sort of foreign object. What looks
Ridiculous.
To be a crowbar.
Some sort of foreign object.
Hard to see from this vantage point.
Has there ever been a dog collar match with the
And into the ropes
touch
goes
the
the
buckles
Road
gimmick
Dogg.
outside of this one? Yeah,
Oh, there's a drop kick.
Eddie and JBL.
Oh.
It's how JBL won
And
the
a
title, I
faceplant
believe.
right
Oh,
to
Eddie
the
won the
floor.
title. Or no, it's how
Conan
JBL
uses
won the
those to
title. I
break
think.
Maybe I'll win the title.
Hey,
Yeah.
my car's in the parking lot.
Bringing that foreign object back out.
If he takes that off one more time, he's going to be disqualified? Yeah, well, what about if he uses what he's got in his hand one more time?
Slick Johnson now
Turn
examining
around,
the
Slick.
dog collar. Slick, turn around.
Oh!
Hang on a minute. Road Dogg has met Conan
Great American
right
Bash, I
in the
think it
neck
was.
with that boot.
I can't remember the
And
year.
referee Slick Johnson putting that dog collar
I
back
just
around
remember the
neck.
DVD
That's his
cover.
sole purpose in the ring is to declare a winner and make sure both men are still attached.
Oh, look at this.
So what year was this?
This was in
The
2001.
Road Dogg just gave Conan a little bit of his
I'm
own
trying to
medicine.
work out.
Wait a minute, he's
why
got
the-
him wrapped up
possibly
now.
that-
He's got Conan wrapped up. He has Conan wrapped up around the legs.
Don't
and
take it
now
off,
he's making his way.
because then this makes no
Almost
sense.
hog-tied him. King is certainly number 2.
I don't know about hog time, but I know he's doing it doggy style.
3, 1 more to go.
Oh,
Could
yeah, it
this
wasn't.
be it?
Yeah, it wasn't
Could
a
this
Bull Rope
be
match,
it?
but it's the same fucking thing.
It is a victory, and the Road Dogg
Same match.
advances in this opening round match.
Just different material.
For the WWA World Heavyweight title.
Wait a minute. Did the Road Dogg have that dog collar on or not?
And advancing in the World Title Tournament, the Road Dogg, Jesse James.
Wow.
You sound more excited there, Jeremy.
Well, I think Conan's strategy backfired on him. He brought that crowbar into the ring and it wound up costing him the match.
It was dog versus dog. But believe me, Conan is a dog who will have his day. May not be
Which
tonight.
way do I
it may
go
not
out? I
be
have no idea.
for the WWA World title, but certainly Road Dogg now advancing in this second contest at WWA The Inception. Our next contest is scheduled for one fall and is a hardcore rules match. That means there are no rules.
I think somebody just broke the rules. What was that?
Coming to the ring from the other side of sanity, weighing in at 200.
From the other side of sanity is pretty good.
The very unorthodox Devon Storm on his way to the ring. He is a former WCW.
I used to like, I can't remember who it was, but he used to come out being billed as from the last house on the left.
Crowbar in the WCW. Look at it. Oh.
Mickey's absolute favorite is Sorrow, who is billed as being from the depths of his own mind.
Look at those clothes.
As dangerous as he is diabolical and
How does he get out of
that
there?
is Devin Storm.
But I've seen better
You
clothes
don't.
on a scarecrow. What's up with this?
Check out those jeans he's wearing.
Surely the WWA will pay him enough money to get some new wrestling attire.
And his opponents, weighing in at 225 pounds, from Miami, now living in London, screaming, Norman.
I wonder if he kept all those jerseys he had. Because he had a hell of a collection back then.
Oh, it'd be a good little like
Hey,
keep.
wait a minute. What kind of outfits he got on tonight?
Sydney King.
See, now I can't like him
Never
now.
afraid to be on the side of the hometown team, if you will,
He
King.
learned to get a cheap pop.
Is he wearing Dwayne McClain? Yeah, he
is
is.
the screaming one, Norman Smiley.
I can't wait to
Oh,
hear him scream.
Nielsen. Okay.
Hardcore matchup. That means this one
I
can go
remember
anywhere in the
Nielsen.
building.
It's whichever one the shop had the most of that would give him that.
Out to the
He would have been one of the 2 imports they were allowed to
He
have.
certainly did. Now this is not a
That was
match for
basically the only jerseys
WWE
that
title. This is a
NBL used to
hardcore
sell
match,
back
and
then.
Certainly.
I love a good hardcore match.
One of the two,
We'll give you a rundown,
the
folks,
two
in
imports
just
they
a
had
little while
were
on
like
the
an Andrew
brackets for
Gaze.
this World
Yeah.
Heavyweight
Aside from
title
that,
tournament.
they
Hardcore
didn't
matchup
sell
goes
jerseys.
off with a big right boot by Devin Storm and a headbutt to follow up on the screaming one, Norman Smiley.
You never know.
Oh, you'll see a big wiggle,
He
Andy
said
Savage.
he does
There's
something
no way he's
in
not
his
hitting
head
that.
telling to do. Oh,
Beautiful cross body block off the second rope.
I do what the voices in my pants tell me to do.
King, come on.
Did you see those girls?
They were
I
unbelievable.
do what the
They're from
voices
the
in my
gym.
pants
look
tell
out.
me to do.
Look out!
Thrown out to the floor, Crowbar. The former Crowbar of WCW, now Devin Storm here in the WWA.
Wow! We got a garbage can out there full of all sorts of goodies.
Drop kicked right into that garbage can of goodies.
Come
at
on, you bum,
ringside.
get up and fight.
Oh, oh.
King, these hardcore matchups are so vicious, so dangerous.
I love them. As long as I'm not in them. I love to watch them.
So this would have been before
Come on, bring the
TNA,
toys
yeah?
in the ring there, Norman.
Look at that, Norman Smiley
Yes.
throwing the trash can in the ring. I see a cane, I see another cane, a baseball bat. Oh, and how about
Because
that? A
the
trash can
weekly
win.
pay-per-views were, what, 03?
Maybe.
Devin Storm billing himself from the other side of sanity. I don't question that for a second.
Well, their 20th was only, their 20 year was only a couple, like a year or two ago, wasn't it?
It's not right, you know.
Certainly.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
There's a chair right across the stomach now. Oh,
Look out.
down goes.
Oh.
Down goes Devin Storm on top of
June
Norman
2002
That's
was
gotta
the
hurt
first.
Devin as much
Yeah.
as it does Norman. Look out.
Smiley. Asai moonsault on top of that
So,
steel chair and the
which is,
screaming
I think
one
this thing
has to
folded
be
in
feeling the
like May.
pain.
Yeah, but he's not screaming yet. Oh, wait a minute. I think I heard a scream.
You spoke too soon, King.
I love it when he screams.
He can't help it.
Uh-oh. Got that kendo stick.
Back body drop.
Man.
Down
Yeah.
goes Devin Storm and the screaming one.
Check it out.
There- Oh, shit. Nearly got a wiggle.
Man.
Nearly
He
got
danced
the
a little
wiggle through.
prematurely.
I think you're right, though.
Right
I
across the
think
back with
the
that
commentary's
kendo stick.
been put through the PA
Devin Storm
system.
with the advantage in this hardcore matchup.
Ow.
A chair right across the back of the screaming
Just
one.
throw
Norman
a
Smiley.
weapon. Classic.
Norman, are you all right?
And
Watch it,
Devin
here he
Storm
comes.
now.
Oh! Uh-oh. Wait a minute.
Head meet chair.
What's under that ring? Whoa, wait
Hang
a
on.
minute. Norman's going to get wood.
The crowd on their feet here in the Sydney
Thanks, Jerry.
Superdome.
That is not a work
Norman
table
has
either.
gotten out a table.
Woohoo! Uh-oh.
Positioning that table. The only way to win this one, gang, is via pinfall.
But that fall can take place anywhere in this Superdome, right?
Could we see the big wiggle?
Here we go.
The big wiggle.
Here it is.
Norman Smiley has brought the big wiggle to Sydney, Australia.
Hey, look! It's the Sarah Marie bump dance. I love it.
Come on.
There's a reference.
Wow.
Right hand by Norman
Yeah.
Smiley.
That is a
Wow.
2001
After the
reference
big
if I've
wiggle
ever heard
to
one.
Devin Storm.
What kind of
Hold on a minute,
research
what is
was
this?
the
A
king
suplex?
doing to get
Setting him
that?
up for a suplex
Through the table. No, he blocked it. I don't blame him.
and brought back into the ring.
I do remember
The
that
hard
time
way
though. That like Big Brother, that
is
season of
Norman
Big Brother
Smiley
was
at the hands of Devin
massive.
Storm.
Oh, yeah.
Watch it.
Back out to the floor.
That's, you know, if I was 7 and I
Norman
still
may have injured
remember
his
it,
knee
that
on
means
that
it was ever.
Everybody's
Man,
bleeding tonight.
I even think
well now in this hardcore match.
it's probably at my mum's
Down
house.
goes Norman Smiley.
I would have a VHS of the first season of Big Brother.
Just for the heck of it.
Why not?
Of like an actual like
Wait a minute.
Just revolutionary.
Bought-
Now at ringside. Our
bought
cameraman's
from
a
Channel
little dizzy over
10.
there.
Like
Oh, like an official
There
one.
you go.
yeah, not like
Screaming
taped.
Oh, you're
Like
really
a
about to
best
scream,
of
I'm
Big
afraid.
Brother season 1.
Look out, Norman!
Down goes Devin Storm onto the screaming one. Norman Smiley.
That was a great little spot.
Norman Smiley.
Screaming
Norman Smiley.
Can you blame him?
Devin Storm now whips the screaming one into the protective cage. Hang on.
It's so weird when you think about
Watch
like
yourself there in the front row.
the Norman Smiley was like
Our cameraman
the
getting right in there. Oh, there's a,
like
there's a
technical
garbage can. You saw
wrestler.
where that hit.
Yeah.
Right in the abdomen.
And this is what he really
Abdomen.
got the
Or
most
abdomen.
attention for.
Easy for me to say. Right.
Doing
Trash
like
can.
the
Hang on.
screaming
Get
gimmick.
away.
Yeah. Didn't he have like some gimmick in Mexico, like the Black Rose or something?
What's this? What are you gonna
Yeah,
do,
what was
Norman?
it?
He can't get.
Wait a minute.
I swear it was something like that.
Black magic.
Black
Black
Magic.
magic
There
Norman
you go.
Smiley.
And a second time, the screaming one, Norman Smiley, delivers a
Whoop.
vicious chair right to the
You get it without the table.
right to
Yep,
the
okay.
container forehead. Yeah.
Right, your fault, brother.
It's a mess too.
Devin Storm busted open in this hardcore match. Hang on.
Not again.
From the ramp.
Spank it good.
The big wiggle.
Oh.
There we go. Double big
That's
wiggle.
how you stop the big wiggle.
No,
Interrupted
that was
with
more
a
of
kick
just
to
a
the
wig.
family
You didn't get the
jewels.
goal out.
There's a chop. Wait a minute, Norman.
Because Norman's
And
like
Devin
been an
Storm,
NXT trainer
great
since
camera
NXT
work,
started,
kick
like
right to the
started,
chest.
right?
Pretty
Shifted
much,
like a
yeah. I'm pretty sure he's still there.
As these two are battling up on our stage.
I can't think
Where's
of
that
ever
camera?
hearing of him leaving.
Oh, look out.
No. Same with
And so dangerous, they are
Sarah Del Rey.
a good 8 feet in the air.
Is she still there?
As Norman Smiley has that kendo stick right across the chest and now right across the
Find
back
out.
of Devin Storm.
I was
might
more
have
shocked when I
destroyed
found out
her
she's married to
leaving.
Claudio.
And wait a minute, they're
I
going
couldn't
if we
believe
could
that.
follow them,
They've been together
they're
forever,
going to our
yeah.
backstage
Yeah,
area.
I know.
If we could follow them, stay
Hit
on
the camera with
them.
them.
Stay
Hit the
on
camera.
them. They're going backstage.
No.
Yeah, she is
They are
still
going
assistant head
backstage
coach.
now in our backstage area.
There you go.
Norman Smiley and Devin Storm fighting in the back of the Sydney Superdome.
Be careful, there's all sorts of things back there. Oh, he did it.
I heard this real kick lately of wanting to look for a Shawn Michaels
Into the
like
Disco
cowboy hat.
Inferno of all people.
Oh
Disco
yeah.
Inferno backstage on the
You know the
cell phone.
black one that's really tight and I like that.
The little like
I don't know if I
really
could-
curled up.
He feels and just
Yeah.
now assaulted
I don't know if I could pull it
apparently by,
off,
or in his
but I
mind,
like it.
assaulted. Got in the way of the match, the hardcore match between Devin
It's gonna
Storm
sound silly. I
and
really
Norman
like when
Smiley.
Screaming Norman Smiley screams.
Where are they now? They are battling at the side of the stage.
Uh-oh.
And Devin Storm has one of the protective barriers and has set it up on the stage.
So do you reckon, again, off topic, do you reckon they're going to do iShow Speed LA Night WrestleMania?
These hardcore matches. Wait a minute, what do we have here?
I don't know, but it don't look right.
Oh, look at
I mean-
wheelbarrow into the.
My current theory is they do some absolute nothing between iShow Speed and
And the
Damn.
screams of Norman Smiley heard throughout the Sydney Superdome.
iShow Speed what?
Don't blame
Danhausen.
him, I'd be screaming too.
Oh. Well, did
Because
you not see
Danhausen's going to do
today?
something on that card. No, I didn't see
I
today.
know,
What
but-
happened?
Where's
LA
Devin Storm
Knight
gone?
like invaded iShow Speed's stream and threw him into his gear and walked out.
Anyway.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Norman Smiley in a world
Okay.
of
Watch your back, Norman.
and in a world of pain in this hardcore
Yeah,
match.
iShow Speed was like at his house doing a stream. And LA Knight just came in, cut a promo on him, and then threw him straight into all of his like gear, like the cameras and shit. And then walked
Well,
off.
look, it's. I think LA Knight is a good person to do a celebrity against
And now
because
Devin
he's going
Storm
to
delivering a vicious right hand.
be fairly safe, and
Yeah.
a mainstream
He's taking
crowd
Norman
will see
Smiley.
him as a pro wrestler.
Has him up now,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
right into that.
Yeah.
Signing that structure right between the legs.
I don't think he. Sorry. Wild Angel says showed colour. I don't think he showed colour. I think he just actually got his mouth busted open.
Come on. What? No.
Because LA Knight threw him into all of his equipment. So like cameras and TVs and...
Doesn't take much to clip something.
Norman Smiley has been set up on top of that second table by Devin Storm.
Don't bother screaming, just get down. What's that?
Nice shot.
What the heck?
That's almost a three-pointer. Wait a minute. No, come on.
What is he going to do?
Don't do it.
This was an insane show.
Devin Storm climbing that truss.
Oh my God.
So high up in the air.
Like, if you'd been at this show, it would have been one of the best things you'd ever seen.
Throws the trash can down.
Yeah, I suppose, for Australia.
Don't do it!
Ooh-wee. Because global warming wasn't until after. Global warning wasn't until after this, I think.
Oh my gosh! Ribs are broken, I guarantee it! Bones are
Yeah, I
shattered.
think that was 03.
Check for a
Yeah,
pulse.
because I went to that one.
Wow!
Crowbar.
Neither one of these guys are going to be able to continue.
Oh, 100% because Brock
Norman
was
able
there.
to lean over.
Yeah, late
Has
2002.
actually made the 3 count on Devin Storm.
You got to be kidding me!
The winner of this hardcore match, Norman Smiley.
Wow!
That dude looks excited. He's in the front row, arms
Both
folded.
men
Just like,
completely knocked senseless. Norman Smiley.
After seeing that dive from the
was
drop.
able to make the pin on Devin Storm, who lays in a heap
Credit
of
to
bloody
Crowbar, who
mess.
did some insane shit in
Boy, the best laid plans sometimes go astray. You saw that? I thought if Devin Storm was able to connect off of that scaffolding, that he'd have the match won easily. He connected, but he still lost. There's your winner, Norman Smiley.
Certainly a man who has taken it to a new level, Devin Storm, going...
All right, well, I've given you some
All right,
company.
let's go ahead
I
and
think
take
I'm
a
going to love you
replay
and leave
of
you
this
to suffer through the rest of this yourself.
from the top of the truss.
all right, my friend. Do you want me to let you know how it goes?
My gosh.
Do you want
Oh,
me to let you know
I've
who
got it,
wins?
yeah. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
give me the results.
Yet at the same
All right, I will.
time, what a jump, what
I
a
won't put it
leap.
in our chat because Jeff will be worried about spoilers.
Spoilers, yeah, of course. Of course.
Look at the referee. He can believe
All right,
you,
my
Todd.
friend.
At the same time,
Thank you for
Charlotte
coming.
rips right away. Look at Devin Storm feeling the pain of that jump. And Norman Smiley able to get the 3 count in this hardcore matchup here at WWA The Inception. So
What a
many,
match.
so
What a
many
match.
great things. Look at this great crowd here in attendance tonight.
Say hello
Nice
to
of
yourself
young
there,
Lachlan to
Sydney.
stop in for a while there.
Whoa, what the hell is this?
Thank you, Wild Angel.
What? Two what? You're two fruits. You stupid idiot. I said 2 suits. I needed 2 suits. Does anybody in this country speak English?
Those are 2 suits.
I know those fruits.
He said he wanted 2 suits, not fruits, King.
I see those guys on TV all the time. They're my favorites.
Well, certainly. I mean, that means he's going to want some security, I'm going to think.
Why does Disco Inferno need security tonight?
I can't believe
He's
Jeff
one of the most
remembered
popular
that.
wrestlers to ever grace the-
Off the top of his head.
Well, the country of Australia.
We are in the midst of the WWA World Title Tournament. Let's take a look at the rundown, where we're at so far with these brackets. And we have Juventud Guerrera versus Psychosis. Now, we have gotten word from the back that the Juice will not be able to continue. He has broken ribs.
What?
And he will not continue, so we do not know who Road Dogg's opponent will be in the semifinal. Now, in the Battle Royal, that is coming up next. We will have a winner. The winner will advance to the next round. The final match of this first round coming up yet is the chosen one, Jeff Jarrett, taking on the front row, Nathan Jones. So you know what time it is,
Oh,
King.
I was going to say, what the hell's a front row?
Anybody that wanted to be in it?
Well, Stevie Ray apparently is backstage now with the commissioner, Bret Hart, who has a special announcement about this Battle Royal. Let's go backstage with Stevie.
This is Stevie Ray in the back with reigning commissioner Bret Hart. Bret, I know you got a few words about this big Battle Royal that's coming up tonight on Inception.
You know, I like everybody in the WWA is busting their ass. That's what I like. You know, it kind of inspires me as the commissioner, as my first act, to take this thing a whole different level right now. I'm going to throw the Battle Royal wide open. It's an open invitational to absolutely anybody that works for the WWA. I'm talking anybody.
Now, wait a minute. I think you need to explain yourself a little. What do you mean, anybody?
Listen, program sellers, the guy selling the T-shirts, the guy that set up the ring. I'll take the bus driver. I'll take anybody. You know those little penthouse sweeties?
I know.
They want a piece of the Battle Royal?
Ooh.
They want to try their luck in there? Go ahead. It's open for anybody.
What about announcers like roving reporters such as myself?
What about them?
Well, I can get it.
What are you waiting for?
Go for it. Go whoop me some ass.
Oh, can you dig that? Here we go. Battle Royal now made as an open invitation by Commissioner Bret Hart. That means he says anybody can come down to ringside. Stevie Ray seizing the opportunity.
Wait a minute, I don't get it. I was going to say before, can any wrestler be in this? But now Bret Hart is saying anybody that works for the WWA can be in this Battle Royal?
Buff Bagwell making his way to ring. He is the first man to take Bret Hart up on his offer. It's an open invitation, King. That means we could see anybody come down, anybody from the back, anybody who is an employee of the WWA.
Look at Buff. You got to admit, he's looking pretty buff.
I get a feeling his attitude held him back, but he could have really been something massive in WCW.
With the winner of this Battle Royal advancing.
Especially when he did that, like when he changed the Buff Bagwell gimmick.
The winner of the Battle Royal gets to advance on to possibly become the world champion?
Oh, Disco Inferno up next. He is going to be participating in this Battle Royal.
Where's his security? Where's his two suits?
Is a red
suits or fruits?
Well, they were obviously fruits. He thought they were going to be suits.
Can fruits and suits be security?
This is a massive gap between people coming out for a Battle
Second
Royal.
man in the Battle Royal to enter to take up Bret Hart on his offer is the one and only Disco Inferno. Well, goes right away. Goes to work on Buff Bagwell. Is this going to be... obviously, there's...
Is this a Battle Royal or a Rumble?
In the Battle Royal. Who else could join us? Who could be next?
Well, imagine all the rest of...
Here comes. Straight shooting Stevie Ray on his way to ringside.
Well, he said he wanted to get him a little piece of the action. Stevie Ray would love to be... Well, he'd love to be the WWA World Champion, too.
Buff should have made millions in WWE even after the sale if it weren't for that Raw disaster class. I think it was more Buff's mum ringing Jim Ross trying to negotiate instead of it actually being Buff.
You heard Bret Hart say anybody can join, King.
Probably
Anybody
more
can
what
get in there in the
happened
Battle
there
Royal.
with old
Not
Buff
just any
stuff.
wrestler, anybody that works for the... Hey, look out.
Anybody can
Look
get in
at
there.
this.
Wait a
Look
minute.
who's down here.
Norman Smiley and Crowbar, are they still living? Are they still alive?
Not only are they still alive, they're both coming out to be a part of this Battle Royal.
Well,
I guess
that
anybody
would
can
suck
be in
if you
this
were
thing.
those two. You get back from a hardcore match. And hey boys, can you get back out there and do a Battle Royal?
Coming on down here to ringside. There's
I
referee
just
Slick
went
Johnson.
off a trussing through two
And certainly
tables.
Slick Johnson is another man who has been with the WWA for quite some time, since our inception.
Tell you what, that Stevie Ray is kicking some butt. You know what? I got a great idea, Jeremy.
I was a really big fan of like WCW in like 1990, 1991. It was around the time where like Bagwell was, he was like a real like dedicated tag team wrestler. And both like tag teams he was in, the Two Cold Scorpio and the Patriot. Love those tag teams. Yes, he did so. He was like the official NWO referee. More like than like... Oh, Slicky's in the role as well. Is this Cameron going to do it? Cameron's going to get in there. So just... The cameraman looks genuinely... He looks excited but yet not. Oh!
The Battle Royal is on. I am wearing the proverbial crimson mask for the WWA Battle Royal. And Norman Smiley, my opponent, busted me open. He's going to work on some camera guy. Jerry the King War, put in the boot. And who is this? Lovely lady in a golden dress coming into the ring.
This is going to be the one that exits bloody Jerry Lawler. What's with the
She has momentarily stopped the action in the ring. Jeremy, you look shaken up. Have a seat next to me, my buddy. And King is a gentlemanly type.
Oh, right,
She jumps on the King.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, what
Don't
the
do
hell?
it.
What was I thinking, King? Well, what would you
Oh,
think? Wait a minute.
my God.
Look
King,
at
roll
the king.
around.
She's going to work on the king.
That's...
She's getting out of there. Not a bad decision by that gal.
Even in 2001, that's shit.
Over the top rope. What the hell are the referees doing in there? They've joined the Battle Royal too.
They told you. Anybody can enter this, Jeremy. Even the referees, and there goes Slick Johnson.
Ooh, that looked like it wasn't cool.
Both referees thrown over the top rope.
We could use help from the back. We need help from the back. Referee on the floor. We need help from the back.
The referees are okay, I guess. Now it's going to be 4 guys.
Apparently Crowbar love doing parodies of Grim and Solly. I never remember Solly going,
Jeremy. Disco Inferno, the lone sucker in that one, and feels the brunt of Stevie Ray.
This is breaking down into a Pier Sixer, and that's your rudimentary double cross, Jeremy, just in case you didn't recognize it.
Back at Devin Storm. Going to be at ringside here. Devin, you didn't last long. Wait, what are these guys doing now? 4. On 1, Stevie Ray.
That time Norman Smiley played the sucker too.
Wait a minute, no, come on. Are you kidding me?
Oh shit.
The
fruits in suits.
The fruits in suits are coming down to ringside.
Are coming down the ramp.
Look at that. The fruits in suits have joined us at ringside.
They look like they're ready for bed, Jeremy.
Now Stevie Ray has been eliminated. It's just down to 4. Norman Smiley, Jerry the King Lawler.
That'll knock a Molar out or 2.
The Disco Inferno and Buff Bagwell. King's going for the big wiggle. The big wiggle from the King.
And his Sydney crowd loves it, Jeremy. Oh.
Devin Storm, are you okay after that? What the hell are you thinking? Wait a minute, Jerry the King Lawler almost thrown out. Are you okay, Devin?
I'm wearing the proverbial crimson mask. I've fallen from great heights, but yes, I am okay.
All right, Norman Smiley and the King have been eliminated.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
And wait a minute, there's Buff. Double arm DDT with an underhook. And the Disco Inferno is down. Now Devin Storm, wanting to be a part of the family, is now taking the job of the bell ringer. Disco Inferno and Buff Bagwell.
I'm pretty sure Devin Storm's just taking the piss right now.
Battle Royal winner will advance. Disco now with a beautiful neck breaker. Sizing up the... Wait a minute. Could this be the Village People's Elbow? What? C-A. The Village People's Elbow. Oh, there it is.
I mean, corny as shit, but Village People's Elbow is pretty funny.
The fruits are in the ring. You idiots. And have eliminated the Disco Inferno.
What are wrong with those fruits? Are they crazy? Hey, look out! Look out!
And over the top rope, your winner of the Battle Royal is Buff Bagwell.
Cameraman, the director, get the shot of the elimination, brother.
Oh my gosh! Jeremy, I knew that was a bad idea for you and I to go in there. I'm gonna go and check out and see what the story is with these 2 fruits, okay? Hang on, I'll be right back.
Hey, King, where you going?
I'm gonna check out these fruits.
All right, King now leaving our broadcast position. Devin Storm now taking the position of bell ringer. Disco Inferno eliminated by the very own Fruits. He hired as security. King following now. The Fruits back up the ring. He's got to get to the bottom of this. He's got to find out what's up with the Fruits. Maybe later we'll have more from the King. But Buff Bagwell is your winner of the Battle Royal and
Good.
will
I'd rather have.
round of the WWA World Heavyweight Title Tournament.
Did we ever find out who was in these suits?
And
I think one of them was Danny
as we
Dominion,
continue this road to
but I don't know who the other
title,
one was.
we can really see about anything happen. Buff Bagwell will advance, and he will meet the winner of the Chosen One, Jeff Jarrett and Nathan Jones. If we're ready, we're going to go backstage. Here at the
Rove
WWA
McManus in the corner
Inception.
of Nathan Jones, and your opponent's Jeff Jarrett. We're not frightened. I've seen the Chosen One. I've seen the man in work, but you know, let's face it. This is a guy. He's going around tonight talking about how he wants to lay the stroke down on somebody. Well, let me tell you, Jeff. If anyone's going to be doing any stroking tonight, it's you back in your hotel room later on. We're not frightened one iota.
Stylish sucker. Jesus Christ.
Let's hear it.
Yeah. My eyesight is the shot.
There you have it. That is Rove McManus, talk show host
Thank you.
here in Australia.
Well, it was the fact that like it was literally
Nathan
shot in
Jones
letterbox,
as he
so it was
represents
before
Australia.
the not letterbox, you know,
WWA World Heavyweight Title Tournament.
whatever it is, 4x3. So I thought it fit the timeline. Later on, if you do later on shows, I might update the TV. I don't know.
At 235 pounds.
I just like the idea of it. I think it's cool.
WCW Heavyweight Champion of the World. He is the Chosen One, Jarrett.
No, sorry, it's actually stylish. No, we basically just do we basically just do a live podcast every week and started to do stuff like this and the occasional card pack breaks and stuff like that.
A true veteran.
It's really just an arm to record the podcast and do it live and be able to involve like people that listen as well. So people we have coming every week like Wild Angel and like Andy here. Pretty much tune in every week, and they're able to have their same stuff on what we watch. It's based on Australian wrestling. We do it's Wrestle Radio Australia is the podcast. So every week we watch an Australian wrestling show and we review it and we talk about all the stuff that's going on in WWE, AEW, all of that stuff as well.
Listen up, all you slap nuts.
We just listen to old Jeff's great promo before we.
Am the chosen one. I've got all the stroke in the WWA. And tonight, I'm going to prove it. Because I'm going to march right through this tournament and become the first ever WWA World Heavyweight Champion.
4 times he's done it before. Could tonight be the fifth?
You know, the commissioner.
Man, I thought those gloves were cool. What was wrong with me? Look, I think everyone owned a pair of those yellow glasses back in around that time. I think I did.
To come out here to tell that to the chosen one face to face. So from here on out, what I say goes.
I think I wore one. Like they were like these glasses, but they had like yellow.
Rove to carry his little scrawny ass down here with the front row Nathan Jones, because I'm gonna.
I think we hit it a while ago. Sorry, I think we hit it a while ago.
And then I'm gonna break rope in two and stick him where the sun don't shine up the front row. Now I want all of y'all to choke on that, slap asses.
And his opponent, standing 7 feet tall and weighing in at 344 pounds from Sydney, Australia.
And he wasn't. He was from Queensland.
Nathan Jones. What kind of size? What kind of a man is Nathan
It really
Jones?
helps him make him look bigger when he's with Rove. Because Rove was like
developmental
5'6",
wrestler and certainly has come here now to Australia
5'8",
to
maybe.
be with the World Wrestling All-Stars organization. Rove McManus in the corner of Nathan Jones.
I reckon it would have been about 10 years ago now too, when we had Rove on the podcast. And like, talk about a dude that loves wrestling.
A beloved talk show host here in the wonderful country of Australia. Rove McManus, Nathan, the front row.
Like, I remember we were told, we'd like...
How you doing, Sydney? There's a couple of things I just want to say. Jeffrey, just calm down, sunshine, okay? First and foremost, I just want to say, as a wrestling fan, I'm damn proud to be here tonight. And damn
Yes, Jeff has had him on WrestleMania when they were in Perth.
In Australia. Second thing, Jeffrey, when you say poofter, it makes you sound like a poofter.
Oh, there you go. A little
Sorry.
correction.
You better have yourself ready tonight. I don't care whatever the
It's a real slice of 2001, really, isn't it?
whatever it is. This is the man who's going to wipe the ring with you tonight. This is the man who's going on to the final. And this is the man who's going to be crowned the first ever WWA Heavyweight Champion.
I think this is before they worked out they could get away with rancor a lot easier without the real problems.
Jeffrey, you shoot yourself mouth off about slap nuts this and slap nuts that. Well, let me tell you, this guy is going to slap your nuts all over this ring.
Hold on a minute. Rove McManus in the corner of Nathan Jones. Guitar on a pole match.
These
As we
actually
continue
fake
our
and
journey
pre-planned.
to the
What's the benefit
WWA
of watching
World
them?
Heavyweight Championship.
What do you mean? You mean wrestling?
And Rove McManus going to
'Cause,
join
like,
me here at ringside for
What's the point of
commentary.
watching
Rove
the
certainly-
play? Like, what's the point of watching a
Nathan
movie?
Jones
What's the point of watching a
standing
TV
7
show?
feet tall,
Because
representing
they're
the
all
country of
pre-planned.
Australia. And Rove, you couldn't pick a better man to
entertainment.
represent here tonight.
Let's face it, Nathan is enormous. Just look at him. He's nearly 7 foot worth of man. And
he's-
he's
yeah,
won
he
world's
is.
strongest men competitions the world over. And tonight he will prove it against the chosen one, Jeff Jarrett.
Certainly, Rove, you have interviewed some of
Yeah.
the top names in the
You are
world of
100%
entertainment.
well,
Recently had the hitman Bret Hart
so
on your
is-
program.
so are
Nathan
movies.
Jones, a
So,
standout athlete, certainly one
like
that has gained a
theatre.
lot of notoriety
So
here
is
since
stand-up
taking part
comedy.
in the World Wrestling All-Stars.
Exactly.
People still
And
go and
here's
watch
where he's
that
going to
and
make his
enjoy it,
name
don't
right
they?
here tonight, being crowned the first ever WWA champion and the first
It's a
ever
form of
Australian
entertainment.
world heavyweight champion.
Paul holding the guitar at ringside.
And it still hurts. It might be
Guitar on
fake,
a
but
pole
it's
match.
not.
Jeff Jarrett, the chosen one.
It
Hang
might
on.
not be
Look at
real,
that
but it's not
strength
fake.
by
There we go. It's an
Nathan
easy way of
Jones.
doing it. Because it
Has the
freaking
chosen
hurts.
one where
Trust
he
me.
wants him.
Jeffrey's looking a little sweaty, isn't he?
Certainly, I'd be sweating if I was in the ring with the front row. Nathan Jones.
He is a man monster. Look at the crazed look in his eye.
When you think
Rove,
about
I
it,
know you've
someone
been a
as
wrestling fan
green
for a
as
long
Nathan
time.
being in that
This
ring
is our
here,
first
it's
pay-per-view
probably a really
from
smart move having
Australia,
Jeff Jarrett
certainly.
in there with him.
As you said before, a long time in the making. We've been waiting a while to do this. Certainly, as the chosen one now drapes the front row across the middle rope. Pay-per-view here in Australia from the WWA.
And what better way to kick it off than with the 7 Deadly Sins tournament to crown a first ever champion. Look out. Here's his specialty, the big choke slam.
See, they probably would have been better having
by the chosen
like
one as the chosen one,
Rove
Jeff
do the
Jarrett
commentary
delivers
for the
some
whole
good stand.
show.
Hang on a minute, not so fast. Chosen one.
Hey Ryan, how are
Down
you?
goes Jeff Jarrett.
Thanks for joining us on this Good Friday. We're
Loved by
about
so many
halfway
here in
through,
Australia,
aren't
certainly.
About halfway
billed at
through
one
the
point
show,
As the world's
so-
most strongest man, oh my God, over the
Oh,
top
jeez.
rope. Down goes the chosen one. And Nathan Jones follows. That's the kind of intensity and momentum this guy has, Rove.
Well, that's what he's got, and that's what's going to take him right through the tournament here tonight. I don't know what Jeff Jarrett's got in him. He's not looking too good from where I sit.
Certainly doesn't. Now, Nathan Jones has so much strength, so much power. I don't know if he knows how powerful he is.
He hasn't even scratched the tip of the iceberg yet with how strong and how powerful he is.
Rove, right in front of our table here. Be careful.
Give him a home on the
You
table.
were at this
Wow,
show,
Rove calls
Ryan?
it.
Sorry.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. Knocked the bleach right out of his hair. Get
Nathan
him in
Jones,
there.
the front row.
Did we ever get any
Here at
update on Jarrett's
ringside,
retirement last
has the
year? He
chosen
gained
one.
a
Oh,
random
look
shot
at the
for the
strength.
Look at the absolute
I would say
strength
so.
of the man. Remember, of course, you got to get up on that pole and grab the guitar to be crowned victor. And of course, this is what makes it so easy. Nathan being so tall, he can almost
I imagine
reach
Jarrett's
without
one of
even
those
having to
guys
pump
that
the
just
Rove, he doesn't
will
need
never
to
actually
get on the first rope or the second rope. He
retire.
is 7 feet tall. Could probably just reach up and grab that guitar. Now look at
And
this.
here's the reason it's most dangerous off the top rope.
Look at that agility. Look at that agility by the 7-footer. Nathan Jones from
I was
the
at the
top
pay-per-view
rope.
you're watching when it
Clotheslines
happened.
The chosen one, Jeff Jarrett, now points at the guitar.
That's it.
Rove, this could do it.
You're going up, sunshine.
Sorry that they couldn't hear you on this
Nathan
show,
Jones
mate, because
over
if
the
over
top
dubbed you
rope now,
guys
making his
something
way to that
shocking
guitar.
during this
Jeff Jarrett,
during
the
this
chosen
pay-per-view.
one.
It's almost too easy for him.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Right
That's
between.
just a low blow, right?
That's a low blow.
What is it with these wrestling referees? They can never see what's going on.
Wait a minute, the chosen one now making his way to the top rope. And if he is able to he has the guitar now. He has the guitar.
Hang on.
Rove, where are you going? Rove, hang on, Rove. Where are you going, Rove? Get it. No. Rove McManus in the ring, trying to help Nathan Jones. Dear God. Dear God.
Well taken, Rove.
The chosen one, Jeff Jarrett, has just destroyed Rove McManus. And there's the stroke on Nathan Jones. 1, 2, 3, and the chosen one advances. All right. The winner of the match and advancing in the World Title Tournament, the chosen one, Jeff Jarrett.
I mean, he took that like a champ. And for someone like Rove, that absolutely would have been a goal of his to have happen.
To say I'm stunned is an understatement. To say I'm shocked is an understatement. And to say that that was a disgusting act, Rove McManus, not a professional wrestler, but now being carried out by the front row, Nathan Jones here at ringside. And we certainly have seen it all here so far, and we still have a lot yet to go. At WWA The Inception. Let's go back and take a look at this. Let's go back in slow motion and see what just transpired in the ring.
You're able to use the guitar if you grabbed it down.
Taking a guitar.
That's all it was. That's all those matches ever are. Actually grabbing the things are never to actually win the match, is to be able to use the guitar. I always thought it was stupid, because why wouldn't you just let the other guy grab it and take him out before they could use it? One of the first full shows I saw from Rove was when Jeff came back to promote TNA. The following cinematic brawl Rove and Jeff had was golden. Yeah.
Of that WWA World Title Tournament.
I used to love Rove live on
We've got a lot of things yet
Channel
to come
9.
here tonight, including the
I think
finals
I've
of that
got
WWA World
the
Title
DVD
Tournament.
of the
Let's take a
first
look at where
season.
we stand
I
now. We
love that
still don't
show.
know who's going to be replacing the injured Juventud Guerrera as he takes on Road Dogg in the semifinals. Still a mystery who will be stepping up to the plate there. Buff Bagwell will now face Jeff Jarrett in the semifinals of this World Heavyweight Title Tournament. And of course, the winner of that match will go on to take on the winner of Road Dogg and whoever his opponent may be inside the confines of a 15-foot high steel cage.
Solid steel cage.
I'll tell you what I want to do right now, though. I was going to have a very special edition of the King's Court, but I want to instead use this time to get to the bottom of a little bit of problem that we seem to be having here tonight. You know, my good friend, the Disco Inferno, calls for some security. He asks some moron to go get him a couple of suits, and the guy sends back 2 fruits. Now, I want to get those 2 fruits out here and find out why they turned on the Disco Inferno and threw him over the top rope. Can we get the fruits out here in the ring for just a minute?
Let's bring out the fruits. Let's bring out the fruits.
What's the deal with that?
The fruits are over here in Australia. Suits and fruits. Now, King, are you gonna find out?
Guys.
What's going on here?
I'm gonna try to find out exactly who these 2 guys are.
All right.
So it's obviously because they didn't want to get their ass sued by the ABC.
Obviously, they look like they're dressed for bed. Now, first of all, I don't know if you guys realize exactly what you've done here tonight. I mean, Disco Inferno needs some security. You guys are hired to do the job, and then you come out here and you cost him the Battle Royal. You cost him a shot at being the WWA World Heavyweight Champion. Guys, do you realize what you've done? I mean, Disco Inferno will peel you and eat you for lunch. Do you understand that? Oh, no, that's not funny. You might tell us.
Wait a minute. We have the King and we have 2 fruits. Oh.
Hold it.
Wait a minute. That's Lenny and that's Lodi, the West Hollywood Blondes.
I was wondering when they were going to show up.
Who have returned to Australia. Lenny Lane, a former WCW Cruiserweight Champion. Lodi, a former member of the Flock. A tag team. Now in the WWA. And a very, how shall we say?
Oh my gosh.
Flamboyant tag team. Shall we say they're a little flamboyant, a little out
You
there?
remember Nicole Kidman was a bush pig?
Look at these. The fans don't know what to make of
It's a
these 2.
bush pig.
And I'm not talking about the guys in the fruit suits.
Here they are, Australia. It's your very own call boys, Lenny and Lodi. Wait, what? Hey, you know, it's bad enough. We got 2 fruits in the ring. Now we got 4 fruits in the ring.
Hang on, King. Fans really on the case of Lenny and Lodi, the West Hollywood Blondes.
There is not a wrestling fan in the world that wants to see 2 fruits in the ring. Everybody here wants to see Lenny and Lodi.
Now, come on, guys. Wait a minute.
That is the commissioner's music. Commissioner Bret Hart. We've got...
Hey, let's get something straight. The 2 fruits, get out of the ring.
Which 2?
2 fruits.
Good question, King.
These 2 fruits.
That one, man.
All right,
That one
guys
popped.
with banana outfits.
It's hard to pop Brett.
Looks like he's been hit by a train, so he's not coming out. Lawler, get back to your position here by the announcer table and stay there for the rest of the night. And Road Dogg.
Oh, Brett put the foot down.
You're by yourself in this one in a 3-way dance against Lodi and Lonnie. Right now.
All right, there we go. There we go.
Lodi and Lonnie.
It's Road Dogg, 3-way dance. West
It's always
Hollywood
good when the GM doesn't know your name.
That means, really, at this point, Lenny could advance, Lodi could advance, and the Road Dogg coming to the ring against the tag team of Lenny and Lodi. You could say it's a handicap match, King, but at the same time, it's a 3-way dance, meaning whoever captures the
Road Dogg
pinfall
kind of got screwed
will
over here, didn't he?
advance to the semifinals, or actually the finals of this world title tournament.
Well, you got that right, but that's probably the only dancing you're going to see right there. A little bit from the Road Dogg.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Wait a minute.
God, I hated how heavyweight wrestling was.
Lenny and Lodi feeling the brunt of a clothesline
definitely
in
the
the
sign
corner
of the time.
by the Road Dogg. Like the clothesline. Great double team maneuvers here by the West Hollywood Blondes. What the?
Oh, please. Oh.
The Lenny leg drop down across the chest.
These are the only 2 wrestlers I know that get their wrestling title from Victoria's Secret. Look at this. Oh, please.
Doesn't age
Lenny
well.
Lane. Wait a minute, no, Lodi's stopping it. It's a 3-way dance, King. Whoever gets the pinfall advances in the tournament.
I realize that. Why did Lodi stop the count there?
Well, obviously he wants to win this one. Lenny and Lodi now. Road Dogg throws Lenny over the middle rope, rather. And a left. And a left. And a left.
There's some dancing. Wow.
And a right hand that takes down Lenny Lane. Another right that takes down Lodi. 3-way dance action as part of the WWA 7 Deadly Sins World Title Tournament.
Uh-oh, look out! Oh, man.
That's not bad.
3D in a 3-way dance.
An incredible maneuver that stops the Road Dogg in his tracks. Lenny and Lodi now. Lodi going for the pinfall. Wait a minute. Lenny stops the count.
Lenny and Lodi are not exactly on the same page here, are they?
Lenny's saying let's inflict some more punishment on the Road Dogg. Yeah. It's a 3-way dance. Whoever captures the pinfall advances.
For some reason, Lenny and Lodi remind me of Siegfried and Roy.
Wait a minute, what is this? He calls this the Bob in the corner. The Bob in the corner.
The Bob in the corner? Oh, no.
1.
Gross.
2.
Oh, no.
Please. This is absurd.
I don't want to see
this is
any more of this.
absolutely absurd. Snap mare now down. What does the Road Dogg have to do? 1, 2. What? Once again, Lenny stops the count. He doesn't want Lodi to win.
Obviously. And Lodi doesn't want Lenny to win.
These two should have worked this out beforehand. Obviously, Bret Hart making this match on the fly. Not a lot of strategy from Lenny and Lodi. Not a lot of time for strategy from Lenny and Lodi. It's Lenny to the top rope. Look out! Drop kicks Lodi.
Oh! Take that, you pickle kisser. Oh, excuse me.
King, please.
What? I'm sorry.
Road Dogg. Oh, a big right hand to Lenny
I'm curious
Lane.
about the guys doing double duty.
And back into the ropes. Look out! Lodi stops him in his tracks.
No, because it was a tournament. It's not a double duty thing. They did a tournament for the title.
That's great teamwork. That's why this match is essentially a handicap. Relay dance rules.
The rest of the tour, they had like enough workers for
them.
them.
Getting physical now.
Like I think Stevie Ray worked the actual matches, like singles matches and that like that.
Could we see these? No, there we go.
Here we go.
All right.
Their excuse to have these two in is that they said that Hoovy got injured in that ladder match.
Uh-oh. Whoever captures the pin advances. And Lenny.
But this
and
was done
Lodi
as a
going at it,
tournament
tag
show.
Team partners, and who knows what else they share. King, don't even go there. Roll up. Here's a pin.
They probably
count.
did
Road Dogg
book
in
the
the
bloody
corner, still
Battle
dazed.
Royal
Tells
without
me they've been in that
thinking
position
about
before.
that, though,
Oh, look
to be
out.
honest with you. Why they couldn't have got some local wrestlers, I don't know.
Whoa! Beautiful moonsault.
Like, I'm pretty
by
sure you
Lenny
could have
Lane.
got, like, back then,
Oh,
what,
wait a
Mark
minute.
Mercedes.
They've been in that position before, too. Oh, look at that. Dog comes to life, playing a bit of possum. Wait a minute. And the Road Dogg gets the pinfall.
They could have got a couple of those guys easily from that era.
And advancing to the finals of the World Heavyweight Title Tournament, the Road Dogg, Jesse James.
Well, there you have it. Obviously, some dissension. Teamwork gone bad from Lenny and Lodi, the West Hollywood Blondes King. A match made by Commissioner Bret Hart. A three-way dance. And now certainly... Oh, wait a minute. I hope these guys aren't going to...
Yeah, I wonder how they worked that out. Lenny, Wild Angel said Lenny got
Lenny and Lodi
screwed.
in the middle of the ring.
Let's just leave it with a handshake, guys.
Oh, there you go.
The
Well, I guess they're back together. How nice, huh?
Yeah.
The World Title Tournament is on the way. Let's
Love
take
is love,
you
guys.
backstage
Love is love.
to straight shooting Stevie Ray.
This is Stevie Ray in the back with Buff Bagwell. And Buff, you saw what just happened. You were fortunate enough to win that battle royal. I got messed around. But before we get into this interview, can you hold this mic? Sure. You know, Buff, I don't like looking like a fruit booty when I'm trying to do my J.O.B.
I understand.
Now, can you dig me?
I dig it.
What are you doing?
Hold the mic.
Give me the damn mic. I'm the one interviewing him. Now, Buff, you got a match coming up with Jeff Jarrett.
What a waste of 30
Semi-finals
seconds.
match, and I hear you got some special stipulations. Please let them know, so suckers got to know.
Well, first, let's go back to I did win the Battle Royal, and I was fortunate to do that. And I'm fortunate enough to go out there tonight and show everybody that I'm buff, and I'm the stuff one more time, especially that slap nut Jeff Jarrett, whatever he wants to call himself. But here's the bottom line. Tits, whips, and buff.
What?
You figure it out.
What? Are you kidding me?
Tits,
What?
Whip and Buff. Man, something's got to know.
Oh, there we go. The stipulation made by Buff Bagwell. We heard the first one.
don't
Puppies,
understand that at all.
Puppies, whips, and Buff. Unbelievable. Semi-final action for the WWA World Heavyweight title.
That title was an Australian title of some description
It's a
too, the
semi-final match
WWA
for
one.
the
I can't
World
remember what
Wrestling
it was.
All-Stars World Heavyweight title.
Because otherwise, why wouldn't you just make a whole new
About to make
belt
his
up
way to
for
the
it?
ring from Nashville, Tennessee, weighing in at 235 pounds. He is the chosen one, Jeff Jarrett.
I could be wrong here, right? But
How many of those do you think he has? He
Like,
has an endless supply from what I've
I'm
been
pretty
told.
sure
He
on
lives
all
in
the
Nashville,
tour
Tennessee.
shows,
King, that's Music City.
these guys
Well,
just
he
had
already
their
busted one of 'em over the head.
WWE,
What's his
like
name? Rove McManus.
WCW music when they
A
came out.
disgusting act.
But obviously for the
Played out
pay-per-view
here
they couldn't do
before our
that.
very own eyes.
So it's all just generic music.
I'm talking about the actual act of that chick. Unbelievable, King. Jeff Jarrett in the ring. Buff Bagwell, his opponent.
No, Andrew McManus has money. Andrew McManus definitely has money. I mean, this alone, this tour alone would not have been cheap. I think that belt was, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think it was actually an actual, like,
From Atlanta, Georgia,
important belt in Australian wrestling.
244 pounds, Buff Bagwell.
There he is, Buff Bagwell.
He's buff. He's the stuff. What do you say? The girls can't get enough? Oh, look at that physique. Look at those teeth.
Wow, those are shiny teeth.
Jeff Jarrett would love to knock a few of those out and watch them roll around the ring like chiclets. Oh, he's going back into the fire.
Now the question
They
is,
remade
what is
the belt after this.
What is the stipulation
The belt
Buff
looks a lot
Bagwell has
different
made for this matchup, this semi-final matchup for the WWA
than the
World
one that Bret had.
Heavyweight title?
Well, it said something to do with puppies. Woohoo! I like that. You're my man, hero. Pup.
We heard it.
Hey, wait a minute. Look at this.
The girls are coming out
in support of Buff Bagwell. Oh, dear goodness. Hey, they got
Stylist came
whips.
back out.
Unbelievable. They have whips. Are you kidding me? Hey, girls. What's my hotel room number? I don't know, King. Why would I know that? I don't know, but I got to remember real quick. Looking at those girls, I don't even remember my hotel room number there. 1202, 1202. 1202, girls. 1202. Bring the whip. The girls are at ringside, and what I'm hearing in my ear now is that if a man enters or exits the ring, the whips are to follow. Man, oh man. I love it.
Yeah.
Be jumping in out of that
Somebody
ring
out there knows. Please,
watch yourself, Jim.
please let me know. It's the American females. Very good.
myself
Very good.
only sees one slap nut, and that's you.
Uh-oh. Fans in agreement.
So I think Sydney and Buff Bagwell might as well just say, why don't you just kiss our ass?
Uh-oh. And we are off in this semifinal matchup for the WWA World Heavyweight title. The winner will advance to take on the Road Dogg inside the steel cage.
What about this little angel that keeps bringing all the paraphernalia over and handed it to you, Jeremy?
I'm loving her myself. I don't know about you, King.
I think she's got a fever.
Why do you say that?
She looks hot here from here.
These lovely Australian beauties are ringside.
So I guess this is like a whip match?
And it's a new form of a lumberjack match, I guess you could say, as the gals at ringside are fully equipped with whips.
Yeah, the lumberjacks never looked like this up in Canada.
Cut down goes the chosen one. Leapfrog by Buff Bagwell.
Whoa!
And Buff Bagwell.
Oh, don't go out there!
There goes Chef Jarrett. And is quick to be whipped by the gals.
Man.
King, have you ever been whipped like that? I mean, you know.
I know what you mean.
I've been in a matchup like this, I guess I'm going to ask you.
No, I've never been in a matchup like this, but being whipped like that, well,
whole different story, I guess.
Yes.
Headlock by Buff Bagwell.
That's a cat of nine tails those girls have.
They're fun. Oh! Down goes the chosen one, Buff Bagwell. Ow! Clotheslines, Jeff Jarrett. And a big drop kick sends the chosen one outside the ring. Look out, girls. Look out.
Ow! Ow! Ow, look out! Hey,
You would fucking move too. Guess they wouldn't be pulling anything.
That's what I like about girls. When they're relentless.
Back outside the ring now. Look at the count. Whipping Jeff Jarrett. Whipping the chosen one.
Hey! Man!
And as much as he wants to run, what's on the outside of the ring is almost just as vicious as what's inside the ring.
Yeah, almost. Wow. Oh my gosh.
Pretty sure this match is why Rove wasn't on commentary. Yeah, wow.
Ringside, and certainly.
I wish they would dress more like
This
ladies.
is probably written into Jerry's contract.
Buff Bagwell now thrown out. Let's see what happens here.
Whip him good.
Whip him. Oh,
hey, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Buff getting some special treatment here from the gals.
Wait a minute. What's the deal here? Where are the whips? Lolita. Help me out. How about a little whipping? Come on, girls.
You know what? After what we saw earlier tonight, the chosen one deserves this.
Is this a whipping or what?
The chosen one deserves this,
wait,
absolutely.
I think he's got a pinched nerve.
Jeff Jarrett
I think
complaining to referee Slick Johnson that the girls are doing nothing but helping the chosen, or rather Buff Bagwell.
Buff got thrown out of the ring and he got a massage. Wow.
The show is 2001. Let's put it in the time frame it was.
To the chosen one, Jeff Jarrett.
Well, that may hurt, but it's probably better than being in the ring with Buff Bagwell right now.
Look at those girls are relentless.
Yes, yes. Spanking, spanking. Oh.
Wait a minute, Buff Bagwell now has a whip of his own.
Oh my gosh, look out.
That's how you lay it in. Buff Bagwell. Slick Johnson taking the whip from Buff Bagwell. Hey!
Sorry.
Get it, girls.
Oh my gosh.
Slick Johnson now making his way back up to the ring to safety.
Slick used to think he
This
was a
would be
real
where he
ladies
gets
man.
the cheat.
Buff blockbuster from the top rope.
That did it. Jeff's done for.
That's gonna do it. 1, 2, 3.
Wait a minute. Whoa,
One of the girls has made the count for Buff Bagwell. Wait a minute. Now, referee Slick Johnson is waving that off. Referee Slick Johnson is waving off that 3 count.
She's not a referee.
That is
He's
not
still wearing a
count.
WCW referee shirt.
And the chosen one now with Buff Bagwell. There's the stroke. 1, 2, 3, and the chosen one advances to the finals of the WWA World Heavyweight Title Tournament. The girls tried to help. One of the girls made the 3 count. Slick Johnson saying no can do. When he felt it was safe to return to ringside.
I think Buff thought that was the referee actually making that 3 count. I think Buff thought he had won.
Now, Luna, why would you want to fight your own husband?
My own husband. I came here. I came down under to renew my wedding vows. I came here
It's RFK.
for my anniversary. And what do I get? What does he give me? Good, because he's lost every match he's had since he's been here. Well, I'm fed up. It's over. And tonight, I'm gonna kick his ass. And I'm gonna teach him that he shouldn't bitch and moan at the woman that is taking him from the lips of lust to the jaws of death. As a matter of fact, I'll kick your ass, bitch, if you don't get out of here. Better leave.
Wow.
I'm glad I'm not in his shoes.
Lynn Sutherland there feeling the heat from the vicious Luna Vachon, who will be fighting her very own husband, the Vampire Warrior, who is about to make his way to ringside.
You know, the Vampire Warrior and Luna, they put the word fun and dysfunctional. They're about the most dysfunctional family I've ever seen in my life. What's this now?
About to make his way to ringside, weighing in at 252 pounds, from Santa Cruz, California, the Vampire Warrior. What was meant to be a second honeymoon has turned into a
It's the
disaster.
first ever OPW Tag Team Champion.
These two were both in the World Wrestling Federation. Of course, Vampire Warrior wrestled there as Gangrel and Luna. Well, they got married on Halloween. And you're right, they came all the way to Australia to be here through Halloween, and they were going to renew their vows, so to speak. And listen, their wedding was one of the most strange weddings you've ever attended or ever witnessed in your life. There were caskets, there were dead roses for flowers. There were, I mean, it was the weirdest thing you've ever seen.
Absolutely crazy. He doesn't want this match, he says, but he is going to be forced into it by his very own wife.
She had such a sweet voice, too, you know? Like,
And his opponent, weighing in at 192 pounds, from Santa Cruz, California, Luna Vachon.
I wonder if this was like maybe one of the first intergender matches in Australian wrestling, or in Australian.
This lovely dish.
You know what they say about the
On Australian soil. There we go. That's the word. That's the phrasing I was looking for.
gifts, I see presents, I see all sort of stuff over there by ringside.
It's a black wedding match. These two deciding to settle their differences in the ring. Look at that vicious right. The Vampire Warrior does not want this match.
Well,
he does not want to fight his own wife.
He is trying to reason with her, but I don't. No.
Can't do it. He can't do it. Can't bring himself to do it.
Oh, I don't think there's any reasoning with that woman.
Well, she certainly can. There's a kick. And down into the face. And a clothesline attempt. There's a heel throw.
Oof.
And the Vampire Warrior finally.
Maybe that'll bring Luna to her senses.
Showing some offense.
Yeah, but I talked to him earlier today. He did not want to have this match, but she has insisted. She said their wedding is, or their marriage is over, so to speak. Look at this.
There's a pin. And a 2 count.
Why kick out then, bro? If you don't want to fight, I just lay down.
Trained in Canada and certainly an accomplished athlete. This is a clothesline by his very own wife. Can't believe I'm saying that. Luna Vachon, and out to ringside she goes. There is a number of different things set up in this black wedding match. First time ever, King.
At the same time, he's got to realize that if he is defeated in a match by his very own wife, a female, how will that look?
Absolutely.
He'll be the laughing stock of the wrestling business.
What do we have here? Some kitchen utensils.
She
Are you
brought
kidding?
along the kitchen utensils
She's got
from home.
The tongs.
Uh-oh.
What does she have in store for the Vampire Warrior?
Not the tongs!
No! Oh no!
No!
Has the
No,
family
they
jewels
haven't.
by the tongs and a tight grip at that.
It's I'm guessing a
This
copyright
black
thing.
wedding match as part of WWA's The Inception. Oh, right across the back and to the look at the dents. Look at the dents it's making.
Well,
Continuously.
That's that bacon sheet. Nothing says love it like something from the oven. When your lovely wife is, hitting you in the face with a baking pan.
Note to self, if you ever marry Luna Vachon, go come home.
I'm actually
for dinner.
surprised
Oh, boy.
that Jesse James is
Luna
called
Vachon now
Road
has the
Dogg.
wedding ring, the very own wedding ring, and throws it down.
Wait a minute, she's throwing down her wedding ring?
On the Vampire Warrior. He can't believe it.
Luna, what about some counseling?
Oh, come on, right to the face.
She spit right into the face of her own husband.
And these two, now it's really broken out.
Look out!
Dear God,
Oh.
there is a DDT from hell. Vampire Warrior defeats his wife, but has
That was
no
a good
choice
DDT
to do
there.
so here tonight.
That was a very good DDT. She took that like a champ.
Vampire Warrior.
Looks like Luna's definitely going to have a headache tonight.
Man, unbelievable. Vampire Warrior having no choice but to fight his very
A
own
lot of
wife.
shit on the ground for nothing.
And she
because
is
they did
laid out.
nothing.
She is done.
Now this is one match Bret Hart was not responsible for. Luna wanted this match, right?
He certainly,
I think their marriage is over.
I would have to
Yeah,
say
well,
this
maybe they
second
got away
honeymoon
with it by not
they tried to do here in
putting
Australia
the extra
has
G in
gone
it.
bad and in a bad way. And as we get ready for our main event contest, King, I know it's been such a long time in the making, but certainly we're so happy to be bringing wrestling back to Australia.
Well, without a doubt. You know, I've traveled all over the world. I've wrestled all over the world, and this is my first opportunity to come to Australia, and without a doubt, I went home last night, and I was back to my hotel, and I was typing right on my own little website, kinglawler.com. On my website, I typed, if there was ever anywhere in the world that I would live other than my home of Memphis, Tennessee, it would be right here in Australia. This place is beautiful.
How about that, huh?
Unbelievable. It's beautiful. You people are great.
At Sydney, Australia, once again, the lovely Star Rex.
Oh, yeah. All right. Oh.
This must be the version that showed in America, because there's been stuff. That would be why the sound's been over edited, and because there's no way that page came down that quickly and they cleaned up all that mess that quickly.
Oh, come on.
Everybody's sick of watching you guys shake your ass. Get the hell out of here. I'm sick of watching you guys shake your ass. It's a wrestling show.
Come on.
Wait a minute, Disco. Don't spoil the fun.
Get lost. Beat it.
Disco Inferno. It's time. It's main event time, King.
I know it's main event time, but we could have had a little time for some puppies. What's he doing? What?
Look.
What's he getting in the cage?
Everybody saw what happened in the Battle Royal. It's obvious that Disco Inferno should be in the main event.
I in the country of Australia beg to differ.
Well, wait a minute now.
It's not that obvious.
But no! I got screwed by two stupid fruits.
He's got a point there.
They're really trying to get the money out of the suit hire, aren't they?
There's that popular chant here in Australia.
Listen to the fans of Sydney.
I'd never heard that word before I came to Australia.
Well, we certainly hear it a lot now when Disco Inferno's around.
I'll take that back home, wanker.
Shut up! Look, I got something I want to address right now. I'm not leaving this country till I take care of some unfinished business. I want those two fruits out here right now, because it's time for you two guys to pay the piper for screwing the Disco Inferno.
You know, I knew this was going to happen. I told those two fruits.
Can't he just let it go already?
No, he can't.
The fruits are coming back out.
That's a big mistake.
The fruits, we have a main event. And
I told him Disco will peel them and eat them for dinner.
These
Disco
dudes have
Inferno
got more
has
airtime
interrupted this pay-per-view
Three-quarters of
to
this
settle
roster.
business with 2 fruits?
You know, Disco's got his diet. He's got a little shortage of potassium. Hey, look out!
Oh, come on. Disco Inferno has the world title in his hand, and now the fruit whips Disco Inferno into the cage.
What? Who are these fruits?
Disco Inferno now thrown into the cage again by those fruits.
Now, this is embarrassing, Disco. You can't let this happen. They caused you to lose the Battle Royal. They caused you to lose your chance at being the WWA World Champion, and now they're...
And now, are you kidding me? Disco Inferno now in a cage with... I can't believe I'm saying this.
2 fruits.
The fruits are climbing now into the ring.
No, come on.
At what point can the Disco Inferno say, okay, enough already? But Disco Inferno now obviously realizes he's in a tough spot.
Oh my gosh.
Getting out of the cage. He's actually climbing to the top of that cage now.
What the heck?
And trying to get out of the ring. Disco Inferno now trying to do everything he can. Apparently, a little bit of punishment was enough. A little bit of punishment was enough.
What is that?
Oh no.
If I was Jarrett Rondo and I was watching this, I'd be so
Disco
fucking
Inferno.
mad.
And that fruit's up 20 feet in the air. Are you kidding me? Oh no! Damn it!
Jesus!
Oh, this is the WWA, the World Wrestling All-Stars, and that fruit has just, dear God, at what point is that man happy? Disco Inferno has
I can't believe what I just saw.
That is a man inside that fruit costume.
No kidding. I hope. Oh.
That's the way, I like it, That's the way, I like it.
That man is a certified jackass.
I mean, that part's
Yeah, but
accurate.
that fruit is finished.
Ridiculous. That fruit has not moved. Are you ready for your main event?
That was probably the biggest bump all night.
Well, let's bring our participants out to the ring.
It was done by
before we
a
do that, let's welcome our commissioner
bananas in
back.
pajamas.
He is the hitman, Bret Hart. And what a commissioner he has
Timu
been.
bananas in pajamas guy.
As the commissioner for this World Heavyweight title tournament, the Hitman has done everything he can. He has made these guys jump hurdle after hurdle after hurdle. And certainly...
We should have done something about the fruits, though.
Yeah, I think so. That's a very, very dangerous piece of food there. Bret the Hitman Hart, the WWA Commissioner. Bret, unbelievable so far.
You look at that. That is a very old school title.
Heavyweight
So
champion.
I reckon that is an old Australian
As we go into this main event,
championship
certainly
somewhere.
it has ended up with the chosen one, Jeff Jarrett, the Road Dogg, Jesse James. For the first time, these two in a ring together, one-on-one, inside a steel cage.
Well, I'm sure it's not the first time they fought each other, but this is going to be the biggest fight they ever had, that's for sure.
All right, well, if we're ready, let's get down to business, gang. It's time for our main event here tonight at WWA The Inception. About to make his way to the ring, weighing in at 242 pounds, the Road Dogg, Jesse James.
Yeah, well, that's what. Sorry, while Angel said looks like a boxing championship. That's what they all look like back in the day.
the music.
The wrestling championships and the boxing championships all look the same.
Sydney, Australia. Let's see if we can make a little noise up in this bitch.
They're making the noise here in the Superdome.
Not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind one of those WWA
Everybody
hats.
knows that that D to the O to the double G, you see, likes to kick that shiznit doggy style.
Shiznit?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, not D Generation X,
but the WWA proudly brings to you its
That's the way to get
seventh-time
around it.
WWF Tag Team Champion of the World, the Road Dogg, Jesse James. And I think I speak for all of you as well as myself when I say, slap nuts! If you ain't down with that, we got 2 words for you. And his opponents.
From Nashville, Tennessee, he is a former 4-time WCW World Heavyweight Champion. He is the Chosen One, Jeff Jarrett. Brett, you have certainly made these wrestlers jump through hoops to get to this World Heavyweight title match. Certainly fought many, many hard battles here tonight to get here, the Chosen One and the Road Dogg.
Well, you know, in the very beginning of the night, I made sure that they all knew that this was going to be a long struggle, a hard fight, and whoever won this title was going to earn it, and they have.
They certainly have. Chosen One.
You go ahead and make me proud, Jeff Jarrett.
Brett, what is it like for you to be here at ringside crowning a new world champion? They're off and running here in our main event of the evening for the WWA World Heavyweight Championship. Brett, what's it like
This
to be
actually
here
should be
ringside
a
awarding
decent
belt,
match.
as opposed to being in the ring fighting for one?
Well, like I said, this to me is a sort of a passing of the torch. And it'll be interesting who's holding that torch up at the end of this thing.
We're inside a steel cage, King.
Both Jeff Jarrett and the Road Dogg have worn gold in their respective organizations in the past. Jeff Jarrett, many time WCW World Champion. Road Dogg, many time WWF Tag Team Champion. But they both tonight want to walk out of this cage the WWA World Heavyweight Champion.
King, what's going through the minds right now of these two competitors? All that's at stake. Certainly you've been there before. You've been there in those world title tournament matches, King. What's it like? What's going through these guys' heads at this point?
Well, all you can think about is the fact that you can't make a mistake. You got to try to keep your cool. You make one mistake and it costs you your whole chance at being the champion.
Bret Hart here with us at ringside, Commissioner. Certainly an incredible pay-per-view thus far. The main event. Look at that.
Gosh, what a shot.
Did you see how hard that connected, Brett? Certainly.
It's a brawl. This is going to be a real dogfight. We knew that.
It's got to suck being the cameraman in the ring.
Like I said,
It's hard enough working around a referee, let alone
he's been
like a
working out all
referee and
week,
a cameraman.
taking this match really serious. Jarrett is, you know, a guy with a good, solid amateur background, and he's not going to take no for an answer.
Well, one thing the WWA can say, no matter who comes out of this match as the world champion, I mean, you know, these are two of the biggest names ever in the history of the business.
Rocking and rolling from the Road Dogg. Here goes a cover. 2.5. Referee Slick Johnson in to make the save as far as almost a 3 count there. Not quite making the connection and not quite crowning a new world champion.
As I was saying, though, no matter who wins this match, the WWA is going to have a very impressive new world heavyweight champion. Look out! Oh, my gosh.
Brett, you've battled in those cage matches before. Certainly
It's
both
nothing
men,
like hitting steel.
both men have
That's
to
what you call
employ
a
the
wake-up call.
Certainly does. A strategy from the Chosen One, Jeff Jarrett, to slowly take apart the Road Dogg piece by piece into that steel cage.
Now, these are both second-generation wrestlers. Their fathers were wrestlers. They know wrestling upside down.
left the
Jeff
gap
Jarrett has got a
between
lot
them.
of experience.
Sorry, I remember that. I remember watching a War Games match at
The Chosen
Altona
One,
when
Jeff
they left
Jarrett,
the
has
gap
been to the
between the rings
mountaintop
so
on
the
several
photographer could
occasions.
duck in and out of the ring.
He really has.
Sort of defeats the purpose of
And
any
once
cage,
again
really.
goes the Road Dogg.
I like the idea of,
Trying
I
to
think it's
rearrange
the,
face of Jesse James. And there's that
I think it's
tactic
TNA with their
strike.
cages.
That's it. Oh, yeah.
At least I know with the six-sided ring, where it was, had like holes cut out in the bottom of the cage so they could just put the camera through them.
You go ahead and make me proud, Jeff Jarrett. I think Road Dogg has got a different answer for you.
Well, let me put you on the spot, Brett. Would you be proud if Jeff Jarrett were the new champion here?
Provide me earns it. I don't play favorites as commissioner. I think as long these guys are fighting tooth and nail right now, and whoever wins is going to be the WWE
No,
champion.
so 2 rings in a War Games, that have a dangerous gap. Oh, that's always good. Between them for the photographer. So like a photographer's row almost, but between the rings. Wow.
The Chosen One. Yet again.
I know we have coming up Pro League for, I'm pretty sure it's been advertised. If it's not, I don't know how many people will find out off watching this, but Purge this year, our Purge Rumble will be a 2-ring Rumble, so it's going to be interesting how that works out.
Very dangerous up there. Referee Slick Johnson can do nothing but observe as these two trade right hands on top of that 15-foot high steel cage. Whoa, 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 look out, Road Dogg. Jeff Jarrett trying to get down if he makes it to the floor. It's unbelievable, certainly, as far as Jeff Jarrett is concerned. This match must be
It's a submission or a pinfall.
toll, and certainly it's a pinfall only. Both men now battling.
I was going to say, Jesus Christ.
He's got that belt. The ring bell. As they battle outside.
Well, the way we worked it out, sorry.
Road Dogg's been taking this match real serious. You better have something more up your sleeve.
Andy said, it's interesting that you'd give the space at a local show to have 2 rings. The way they planned it, and the way they've got it planned, apparently we won't really lose any seats. Which is good because we've been selling out every show. So the last thing we'll do is reduce capacity when you're selling every ticket.
Advantage on the chosen one, Jeff Jarrett.
But I think, because I remember asking Jesse that when he told me about the plans. I was like, how many seats are you going to lose today? No, we're just going to have to reconfigure the crowd differently.
Bloodshed for the belt of the World Wrestling All-Stars.
I said it was going to be a dogfight, and it's a dogfight. The Tennessee bloodbath looks like.
You're not kidding. Unbelievable. The chosen one busted wide open in this cage match. Brett, how can you condone the use of that bell?
How many rings are there in Queensland? Are they all the same size? No, there are not that many. I think we have 2 that are the same size.
Pouring out of his head. Wow, we connects.
But there are a few rings around. I couldn't tell you how many.
James taking it to a bloody and battered
I know the one that
who out of nowhere is able to apply a sleeper.
the one that we've used or have been using at Pro League for the longest time was from the Hulkamania tour.
Jesse James.
So, and the other one was from.
He's losing a ton of blood right now. This is bad.
This is going to start weakening.
It really is, and out could this be the end of the contest? Could Jeff
It was
Jarrett win this
promotion
bout?
that was based around
Fans
like
solidly behind the Road Dogg.
God, what's it called? PPW? I don't know what the initial stood for right now. Something here. Pacific Pro. Pacific Pro Wrestling.
One more time, and that's it for Road Dogg. Look at the blood pouring out of Jeff's head.
So.
Could we see it? Could that be the end of the Road Dogg?
Apparently they tested it. And they've worked it all out. So it's going to be good.
Oh! Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Road Dogg showing some life. Road Dogg showing some life in this main event. Fans on their feet here in Sydney, bringing the Road Dogg to his feet. Look how much blood Jeff Jarrett's losing. Oh, there it is. No. A sleeper hold of his own by the Road Dogg.
I mean, Jeff's definitely working for it.
Look out.
He's losing a lot of blood there.
Both men are down. Oh man, Jeff may not be able to get up from this. He's lost so much blood, he's got to be weak. Jeff Jarrett, a bloody mess in the center of the WWA ring. It's
I wish there were less rings in Queensland, if you want the honest truth.
a brand new world champion. If one of these men can survive this brutal contest, we're at 8. Oh, look at this! Whoa! And a 2 count, 2.5. So close. I don't even know if the WWA World Championship is worth losing the blood that Jeff Jarrett's losing. The bloodshed in the middle of the ring. And consecutive right hands by the Road
double
Dogg.
back.
There's a kick to the head. Down goes Jarrett. How could Jeff even see?
He's got a lot of fight left in him. The Road Dogg looks like he's had a very solid advantage till just now.
Down goes referee Slick Johnson. And what is the chosen one doing? The chosen one has exited the cage. Jeff needs some medical attention. Jeff, you need some help? Hey, wait a minute. Dear God, look at his help. He has his help. He said he's got his help right there, the old slap nuts. Chosen one back into the ring.
I don't know how many of those guitars he just had at home. Oh.
Ouch. It's only cheating if you get caught. There's no ref. For you. Wait a minute, he's signaling to you, Brett.
Hey, Bret, he's signaling to you. What? No. Bret, that's his sharpshooter. Bret, that's your move.
Wait a minute.
Bret, he's beating the Road Dogg with your move, Bret.
Look at this, Bret.
Bret, you gonna ring the bell?
Bring that back! Bring that back!
Bret Hart has stopped the ringing.
Wait a minute. She should be allowed to ring the bell.
The Road Dogg was tapping out. Here comes the second referee into the ring. Bret Hart stopped the ringing of the bell when Jeff Jarrett had the Road Dogg in the sharpshooter.
I gotta say, the commissioner may have overstepped his bounds on that one. Hey, look at this.
Pump handle. Here we go. Doggy
Another ref getting taken out. Jesus. He got plowed.
Look at that low blow right there. Now, what about that?
A low blow.
Watch this.
Road Dogg saying, Bret, watch this.
Wait a minute, what is
now,
this?
The Road Dogg has the sharpshooter. The finishing maneuver of Bret Hart applied on the chosen one.
Bret, that's embarrassing.
Is tapping out. Wait a minute. Bret, ring the bell.
Did you hear what Bret Hart said? He said he wants the champion to be crowned the right way, not winning like this.
Bro, we've got Bret Hart on the card. We've got to pay tribute to Montreal. At least this is closer than like when they kept doing it 20 years after the fact.
Already. He's not letting him beat him with a sharpshooter.
Yeah, but you got to admit, it wasn't the sharpshooter. The fact that there was a low blow before the sharpshooter.
Bret, where are you going?
Bret!
Hey, Bret, come on.
Is he taking the belt and leaving?
Bret Hart is leaving with the world title.
How can he do that? Wait, look at Road Dogg.
Hold on a minute. Not so fast, Road Dogg. Back in the ring with the world heavyweight title.
He snatched that belt away from Bret. Look out.
Kicked by the chosen one.
Look out. Oh, my gosh. Right on the championship belt.
1, 2. And we have a new world champion.
Oh, my gosh.
Winner of the Cabal. And new WWA Heavyweight Champion of the World, the Chosen One, Jeff Jarrett.
What a victory for the Chosen One. What a win by Jeff Jarrett against all odds. Look at his face. He's been pummeled. He's been brutalized.
And
look at a bloody mess.
Look at Bret. Oh, look at Bret Hart.
You know, he and I never did see eye to eye. I think Bret Hart's a sore loser here.
I don't understand how you would see
what did he say?
putting Jeff Jarrett on the top of your card as your champion directly after WCW when it was obvious that she didn't work then.
With the
It's not the
sharpshooter,
best
he
idea.
tried. What is Bret Hart
Fair
doing
enough for
now?
TNA, he owned the company. But I mean,
Bret Hart confronting the Chosen One, Jeff Jarrett.
You should be congratulating Jeff
it
Jarrett.
looks
Shake his
like
hand.
the
Offer
light heavyweight belt of the
congratulations, Bret.
fifth biggest
Bret
boxing.
Hart is a bitter man. Bret Hart is resentful that it's not him in the
I
ring.
honestly think it's an
It's
old
not him
Australian
wrestling for
wrestling
that world
championship.
title.
That's what's wrong with Bret Hart.
I can't remember off the top of my head, but it looks like it honestly looks like something I've seen at a Rampage show back in the day.
Down is the
But
Chosen One, Jeff Jarrett.
funny you say lightweight because I think it was one of those type of belts,
Sharpshooter.
a middleweight title or something like that.
Sharpshooter.
The sharpshooter on Jeff Jarrett.
That's always good when your GM puts a submission hold on your champion, your very first champion, and makes him submit right in the fucking middle of the ring. When you're not going to get a payoff of a match between the guys. And we end it with the fake applause. Well, that does it for WWA. Let's see if I can do this smoothly or not. There we go. There we go. That show was not very, no, it wasn't very good. But you know what? We went into it expecting it to not be very good. So our expectations were met. It's the best way I could say it, really. This week on the show, on the podcast, I believe we are watching RCW Mega Slam and also EPW Pink, or Pink is the New Black, or Pink, the Pink show that they did recently. So those are the two shows we're going to be reviewing this week on Thursday. So do tune in for us for that one. I don't know, we might keep this going. We might watch the other ones, because surely they've got to get better. They have to get better during the way. Maybe we'll get more guests. Like, thank you for Lachlan for coming on for the first half hour or so. It was good to have him on. Good to have a chat. Yeah, but that's like, I kind of want these things just to be a hang. So we can hang, we can watch wrestling. It might not be the best wrestling, but that doesn't really matter, because we can just chat about stuff. Like wrestling, I know that probably wasn't the best thing to chat about, but you know what I mean. Yeah, this week, like I said, we'll be talking RC Dub, Mega Slam, and Pink is the New. I'm gonna see what that was called, because it's gonna get in it's gonna annoy me now. Where is it? EP Dub. EPW. Learn to spell, Todd. Pink is the New Black. It was Pink is the New Black. Yeah, so I know they did like 3 or 4 more of these, and I know that I have them accessible to watch. So, let's see. Yeah, Revolution, The Reckoning, Retribution, and The Eruption, which was the last one, I believe. Eruption was the last show that they did. So, yeah. But there's some good stuff on there. I think Retribution's got like Sting and Luger. Eruption, the last show, has got Scott Steiner and Nathan Jones. That would be a spectacle. I'm not sure about Revolution, though. I know I started watching the first match of Revolution and then stopped, because I was like, oh, hang on. I might want to do this for one of these watch-alongs, so I'm not going to watch the rest of it. But it was like, you mean we get to see Slapnuts versus Slapjack? Quite possibly. But I think like the opening match of Revolution was like Shark Boy, AJ. Oh, who else was it? I've got it right here. I'll have a look quickly. Let's see. So yeah, Loki, AJ Styles, Tony Mamaluke, Shark Boy, I think Shannon House, Christopher Daniels. This one was in Vegas too. Oh my lord. Sorry, you probably can't hear this, but I can. Yeah, that's the opener. So. And you'll be happy to know that Jerry Lawler isn't commentating on this one. I mean, it's Mark Madden and Jeremy, but still, that's still better than Jerry. So yeah, we might do that. I'm not too sure. We'll talk about it on the show. Probably we'll discuss on the show this week and see if one of the other boys wants to join me. I might even try and see if I can get like a worker or someone to join me as well. So we will we'll see. But like I said, Thursday this week, Pink is the New Black, APW, and RC Dub. Mega Slam, which I'm really looking forward to. I'll probably end up watching both of those over the weekend, because Mega Slam's like a 75-minute show, so like easy watch for the RC Dub show, and the EP Dub show, from what I heard, was a really, really good show. So we will watch those this Thursday. Thank you all for joining us. This is, like I said, just something new we want to try. Well, I want to try, and maybe along the lines we'll work some other stuff in. If we can find like See, it's hard because there's not a real dearth of Australian wrestling that's online from like years ago. Like, because if you want to have a laugh, like we can have a laugh at some of these shows and talk about how like tragic some of the stuff is. I don't want to do that if there are guys that are currently working in the Australian scene to be doing that, because I just don't think it's right. As much as I can be critical on matches, I don't think it's right to be doing it when guys are still on the scene and working. And because, hey, everyone's had a first match, haven't they? So I don't mind pulling the piss out of Jeff Jarrett and the Road Dogg and Disco Inferno and these guys. And we've got the connection of being an Australian promoter. It was in, like, the first pay-per-view was in Australia. It was essentially an Australian-based promotion that tried to take off after WCW ended. I think Andrew McManus had grand plans and they didn't quite work out the way he wanted them to. Anyway, that is it for the watch along. Like I said, see you guys on Thursday. But until then, be safe. Have a great Easter. Be safe out there. I know that you probably can't afford petrol. If you are and you're driving somewhere, be safe. But yes, have a good weekend, and we will see you again on Thursday. See you guys.
Trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit, and it was just awful.
I've turned chicken salad into chicken shit. I will continue to do so.
Making chicken salad out of chicken shit.
Make chicken salad out of chicken shit.